I'm here today for Sal and his wife. We want to get to the bottom of what led to this emotional friendship or emotional affair of hers, but with somebody who, by the way, signs emails 143, I love you. So we have a lot of talking to do to try to rehab or even to make better their marriage, maybe better than it ever was, based on this wake-up call of his wife inviting somebody into the relationship. And so now we're going to get to the bottom of it, hopefully. I'm here again for the team at Howard Stern, and I'm looking forward to seeing Artie, too, just to say hello, make contact again.
Today's the big day. You're going to have your therapy session with Dr. Keith Ablow. Maybe work some things out. What do you think's going to happen?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'm going to laugh, and Sal's going to talk.
No, you're doing the talking today. I've done enough talking on the show. I talk too much. Less of me is
You
more.
wanted this. You talk.
I didn't want this.
Now,
Howard wanted this.
guys, you're bickering already, and it didn't even start yet.
Oh, that's not bickering.
Come on.
This is what we do. This is not bickering, believe me.
Do you think the session's going to be good today? Think it's going to help the situation?
I'm not really sure which situation we're going to be helping, but it'll definitely be interesting.
Sal, you seem like you're lost for words.
What can I tell you? It's our show today.
There was a lot of speculation about how to handle the next bit. Benji, for example, suggested that Christine come in alone by herself at first, and I said no. I said I think we should just bring everyone in together and get the party started.
Doesn't the doctor determine how that goes anyway?
That is correct. I'm going to ask Dr. Keith Ablow to come in first before we bring in the couple.
Right, but I'm going to sit him on the end of the couch here.
Sit him on the end of the couch because he is really the key to this. Dr. Keith Ablow is going to counsel Sal and his wife Christine. Also, the new comedy starring Ben Stiller about love and marriage, The Heartbreak Kid, in theaters this Friday. Keep that movie in mind as you listen to this.
All right.
Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this going on right now.
Oh, really?
That's right.
They gave us this?
They helped us with this. Yes, they did. And Heartbreak Kid is one of my favorite movies, the original. So I bet you the new one will be good, too.
Ben Stiller.
Dr. Ablow, welcome, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
We are entrusting
Your
you.
old friend Artie over there.
So awkward. Your patient Artie. We're entrusting you with what might be one of the greatest bits of all time. I don't want to put pressure on you. But
Okay.
Dr. Ablow, you should know that this is a very big, big deal to us. Sal, who works with us, as you know, very upset.
Yes.
He found out his wife was having an emotional friend.
Emotional friend,
Right.
143.
A lot of us think there might have been more than just emotional friend there. We don't believe this is such a concept. I think.
And even if it was just emotional friend, has there been a violation of trust that will never be repaired?
And in Christine's defense,
Yes.
Sal was not there for her at all. He had left her
She was emotionally empty.
And he acknowledges that.
He does.
To his credit, although some would challenge him as to whether it's completely to his credit, I suppose.
I mean, I do need to ask Christine about what went on because we've never heard her side of the story. We've all heard Sal's.
Okay. Well, we should get
But
to the
then
bottom
at some
of it.
point, I will need you to step in.
And we should
All
also
right.
point out, I was talking to the doctor last night, just to give him the update. We should point out that they did go to therapy for a while, stopped going to it for
That's
whatever
right.
reason. And Sal did admit on Friday's show that it ripped his heart out, and he feels like less of a person now.
And he says he doesn't think the relationship could ever be the same.
He says he'll never be the same man again.
All right.
And the therapist said it could take 2 years just to get them back to the place where they were, which wasn't the ideal place.
Right.
Okay,
Oh, God.
so
Gee.
luckily I'm here.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, 2
Dr.
years.
Ablow.
Just to get back to the bad place.
So
Yeah.
just to get some background, I'll ask Christine a couple of questions, of course, to get us up to speed, and then I will assume you'll step in.
Please.
All right, Gary, bring in the happy couple. By the way, Dr. Ablow's book, Living the Truth, Transform Your Life Through the Power of Insight and Honesty, is in stores now. And
I must say, Christina looks particularly lovely today.
Christina looks particularly pretty, which makes things worse.
Gary, we said the happy couple.
First of all, Christine, hi, Christine. Thank God you're here because it's about time we get this all off our chests. Sal's been talking about it, but you haven't had a chance. You are particularly beautiful. You know that, and I know that.
Thank you.
I think most of us are in shock that Sal even could get you in the first place. Honestly.
Thanks.
Good start.
I mean, you really are attractive.
Thank you.
That's no I'm not saying it for the air. I mean, and you know it. And men hit on you, don't they?
Sometimes.
Right. And Sal, I think you'd be the first to agree that you took for granted that you have a hot wife.
Yep.
You sure did. Boy, you got the rude awakening of all time. Christine, how did it happen?
What?
From your side of the story, how did you end up getting an emotional friend? Where did you meet the emotional friend, and how did this all happen?
Honestly, we're just friends, which we're not really friends anymore. And that's it.
How'd you meet?
There you go. I didn't get to say hi. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
She's kind of trying to ignore the psychiatrist on the couch.
I mean, how did you meet? I mean, Sal hadn't. In your opinion, what was Sal missing?
Aren't we here to talk about Sal and I?
Yes.
Okay.
But in your opinion, what was Sal missing as a husband? I mean, really.
She said I started becoming a real crabby, grouchy guy. Like, I was more and more the guy you heard on the air versus, like, when I used to come home, I used to be considerate and not talk about what happened. And that's where I would just kind of decompress, but I was bringing all my tension home, right?
Yeah. He's more Archie Bunker and Ralph Cramden rolled into one.
Right. You
what a dreamboat.
I'm jumping ahead here in this story, but I think, here's my guess on all of this. I don't think you're in love with Sal anymore.
Why do you think that?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
You're very attractive. You've been with him a long time. You've been down the road. You've had kids together and the whole thing. I don't care what you tell me. This is just Howard Stern stuff. I'm not trained like Dr. Ablow, but I do believe that you're at the point where for the kids, you'll hang in there. But you would love to run off with another man and have a fantasy life with him. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, you make it sound so wonderful. No, I'm not doing that.
Are you in love with Sal?
Of course I'm in love with him. I wouldn't be here.
In love with him. You don't just love him. You're in love with him.
I don't think you enjoy him. I don't think you enjoy on him. I really don't believe you do.
She can't enjoy something she's never done, Howard.
Seriously, I think you would. Do you have fantasies of being with other men?
No.
You do not?
No.
Okay. So how did this happen?
Well, how do you write 143 to a guy?
Yeah, how did you come? When you
1, 4, 3.
I'll tell you how, Robin. In case you write "I love you" and you could get busted, you play it safe, and you write 1, 4, 3.
Christine, I haven't met a woman on this. I haven't met a woman who's heard this story. I haven't met a woman who's heard this story that says you don't text message a guy 143 unless you.
I didn't. First of all, it wasn't a text message.
It was an email.
It was an email.
Okay, part of my ignorance.
No, it's okay. And
what are we doing here?
Honestly, it was just a letter, like a brief note, because my friend was having a bad day, and I just, to cheer him up, just letting him know that, I cared about him, and that was it.
What level, in other words, how did this relationship develop? You guys met at work, I guess.
I really can't go into all that.
Okay, you can't go into that. You want to protect the guy. But the fact of the matter is, you met the guy, and over a period of time, you come to feel attached to him, right?
I don't know if attached. We're friends.
How far did it go? Did you go out on dates?
No.
Did you meet outside of work?
No.
Never.
Never.
No lunches even? No.
I always, and anybody who knows me knows, my kids are always with me.
You swear to God on the life of your children?
I swear to God.
On the life of your children?
On the life of my children.
That there were no outside meetings?
No outside meetings.
Uncross your legs when you say that. I'm only kidding.
So
he doesn't know your kids.
No, he knows my kids.
So
he's met the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because of where we work.
I see. In other words, you would bring the kids to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know how you.
So there came a time where you started to realize you're not just friends, but you are so-called emotional friends, where you would feel comfortable enough.
You all made the emotional friend thing.
But I mean, when you start
just ran with it.
When you start writing, when you start writing "I love you" to another man, and making secret phone calls and hiding the friend from your husband.
First of all, I never hid my friendship.
Yes, you did. You hid the whole. I mean, Christine, how can you not say?
We don't go to therapy anymore.
How can you not say you didn't hide it? When I went.
Interesting.
Christine, you had your phone on lockdown.
What do you? I don't have my phone on lockdown.
You had your phone on when.
My phone never.
What is lockdown, Sal?
I don't know.
It's when you put it on silent mode.
At night when I go to sleep.
She have a phone on silent mode and she keep it in her pocket.
How many times? Well, you checked all the bills and stuff. How many times a day were they chatting?
30 times a day.
30?
Yeah.
And how many emails?
I only found the one, but it was about 30 times a day in chatting. And when we went to Disney and I went fishing with my son, she spent 45 minutes on the phone with him.
Wow.
On the weekends from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning while I'm working on the road. They spoke. I mean, they were definitely very, very good friends. And she used to hide her cell phone under a ski hat in her armoire. Used to put the ski hat on top of it just so I couldn't see it at nighttime. God forbid it rang or anything. We discussed. I mean, this is
45 minutes on the phone to a man.
Yeah.
And 30 times a day?
Well, a text message you could only write
those
like
were
two
phone calls,
sentences.
not the text records.
He's talking about phone calls.
Yeah.
The phone records indicate
phone calls.
Every phone call every day. The last phone call of the day was at 5:15 because I usually walk in the house at 6 o'clock, so it was like the farewell call of the day.
Oh my!
So how do you say you're not hiding that from your husband?
I was not hiding it.
You don't think it's unusual to make a call to a man 30 times a day?
We were friends. I talked to a lot of my friends.
But why never bring it up to Sal?
Were there calls to women of that quantity, Sal?
Sal, was she calling any women 30 times a day?
No. But this is something that this came out in the past. I mean, this is the past, and I don't want to put a lot of pressure on Christine.
No. Listen, there's pressure on both of you. We both know you're both. Listen, it takes two to tango. Dr. Ablow, what do you make of what you're hearing so far?
Well, okay, so far, and we have a little time here, so we can take a journey. But this metaphor of being on lockdown, as Sal puts it, I think you're still on lockdown. In other words, right, every question that Howard, my co-therapist, poses to you, you answer it in a way that would end the discussion. Right? Do you fantasize about other men? The answer is no.
The answer is no.
You don't?
No.
You have no
Perhaps
fantasies.
I haven't met anybody to fantasize.
But you have no. You only what? You only think about sexual thoughts just with your husband Sal.
I guess.
Yeah, but see, Christine,
Christine, I'm in love with Beth, but I do. Like if I see a beautiful woman like Valentina, who was in the studio the other day, I can think about screwing her. I go, oh my God, she'd be fantastic in bed. And see, it's human.
I don't know. I don't think that way.
I think you believe that if you shut this down, if you put it on lockdown, that will be your best road to maintaining the parts of this relationship that you value. And I allow there are lots of parts of it, I'm sure, that you value. But I would challenge whether the best way to proceed is to put everything on lockdown, because how do you get to the next step?
But Dr. Ablow, what does it mean when someone is speaking to a man 30 times a day? What does that mean? I mean, is there? Sal doesn't believe Christine is being honest.
I don't believe Sal.
No, I believe Sal. Do you believe Christine is being honest with us today?
Here's the deal. I believe that everything we've discussed. I believe that she did develop an emotional friend, and she developed a friendship with somebody that she really confided in. That they both spoke about their marriages together, and they developed a big relationship. And I don't know if it became intimate. If you see it in black and white, any would say they're
right.
But to me, to tell somebody you love them is worse than screwing them.
I literally wouldn't get distracted by the physical part.
Yeah, I'm not distracted by it. So whatever.
And what about when they take it to "I love you"? If I wrote a note to another woman that Beth found that said "I love you," 143, which is secret code for "I love you" to make it all secretive. If she found that, I'm done.
Right.
It's over.
Well,
She's
you know
out
what?
the door.
Having spoken with Beth, I don't know if you're done.
No.
Because she loves you, and Sal loves Christine, and so
he does.
I believe it, right? And so the point is that you don't quite believe it, because you think that if you edit or deprive him of some of the data, that's required for him to stay by your side. But he's already told us, essentially, it's not. You could open your heart and say, look, this was the potential space in our marriage that was created. And
I think he knows that. What the problem is.
So what was the problem?
Well, once this all happened,
we might as well get into it. He's the only one who tells me the problems. You don't tell me any problems.
Sal,
you tell me what was the problem.
No.
Sal, what was the problem?
Well, no, I addressed it to her, and she made it perfectly clear. She said, we veered apart. She said, I come home and I complain, and I don't listen to her anymore, and I go right on the computer and I go to work. You're on Lotus Notes day and night, and you just don't pay attention anymore, and you're always crabby, you're always complaining, you're always whining. She goes, and I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of a guy coming home every day who's bitching, moaning, complaining, and going off to the computer, and you don't spend time. And I thought I did. I thought I was doing as much as I could. I love my wife dearly. I love my kids, but I kind of look back. I'm like, maybe I took Christine for granted. So I saw that end of it. It opened me up to a lot of things.
Has he improved, Christine?
A little bit.
What do you mean? He's not doing that
No,
great.
he did in the beginning, but he's back to his normal grouchy self.
And so are you wanting to be with your friend again?
No, I was never that way.
Do you want to text him? Do you want to talk to him? Do you miss speaking to him 30 times a day?
I enjoy talking to him, but I don't talk to him anymore.
Is it true he cried when you said you could no longer speak with him?
I don't know.
Tell the truth.
I'm not telling anything.
I've heard that's the case.
But how is, my question is this. Sal's here in a big way for you, and he's saying, look, there were problems, complexities, but I'm still here. But you're asking an awful lot of him because you're saying, look, I'm not going to talk about this, whether there was this deep emotional connection. I'm not going to say whether we still have a lot of repair to do on the marriage. You don't present any problems, so how are we going to get to the next point? Because he wants to be, Sal, I'm taking it, you want to develop this relationship further. You're invested in this marriage.
Yeah. You better believe it.
How long are you going to put up with this, though? You guys are still not having that much sex, right?
No, that's getting better.
It is.
I think Christine, since this happened,
Christine, why no sex? I mean, why not? Why not a high volume of sex?
Who believes him?
I believe him. He's saying he's frustrated sexually.
Well, you should not believe him.
Well, last night, I was away for the weekend. This is what. Let me give you a scenario. I hope you can help with
I
this.
can't wait to hear what
Examples
happened
are
last
helpful
night.
because
All right.
You're not
she
getting
even
much
says,
here.
listen, he says this isn't ideal, and she says, don't believe it.
Right.
So she's in lockdown.
I mean, the guy's
we got to
saying it to
open
me-
this up.
Lockdown.
The guy's saying it to me
I
off
just
the
don't
air.
want to throw my husband under the bus the way he throws me under the
This
bus.
isn't about throwing him under the bus.
This
It's
is
about
about getting it off. This is
ahead.
about this is about getting it worked out.
Are you
Exactly.
saying that Sal's not being completely honest and truthful with us?
No, I think it's his version of the
Well, what is
truth.
your version? No one gets it. I mean, you were talking to a guy 30 times a day, and you're trying to
And
act
you
like it's
don't
nothing.
realize that.
Was my husband, did he not make fun of me? Did he not sing
Yes.
songs about me?
There
Did he
you go.
not go to peep shows?
Okay.
Does he not go to
Yes.
strip clubs? Does he not go everywhere? Does he not talk to people? Does
Yes.
he not email people? Okay, so what's the problem?
So so he's
go.
up. So is this you getting back at him?
No.
He's got
This
friends.
is, I'm not
I'll
going
have
tit for tat
friends.
here. I'm simply saying, like, let's see the whole example. Did he not make fun of me for 2 years on the air and
Yes.
say mean, nasty things about me?
Yes.
Okay.
That hurt.
That hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is real, right?
Yeah.
She
now,
felt
now I'm understanding.
Yeah.
she felt not only like distance from you, Sal, but she felt as though, in addition to that distance, that you weren't sensitive to her feelings.
Right, and that's one thing I didn't see. And that's when I realized I took my wife for granted. In the beginning, Christine would say, "How was work today?" I'm like, I don't want to talk about it because I know if I talk
and,
about.
excuse me, but nobody that I know is allowed to talk to me about the show. They are forbidden to tell me anything about the show or anything that takes place.
Because
You're treating her like a child.
Right.
Well, no.
Well,
From
and
experience,
whatever you're doing, she can't share with you. Even
I don't care. I could care
Yeah.
less what he does here, honestly, and he knows that. But why the secret? Why if people? Oh, I can't tell you what happened today. I could go on the internet and find out. I don't really care. But it's just the point that people have to say to me,
Right.
Oh, we're not allowed to talk about it with you. Like,
Well, the
what
thing is that when you hear something through the grapevine on this show, it always sounds a lot worse.
have I ever once said one thing about anything that happens here?
No.
So
And
why
she-
do you make it seem like she's going to have a freak out?
Because
Yeah.
she's my wife, and this is a show, and sometimes when you get... To me, the show is like a bunch of guys hanging out.
Right.
And when a bunch of women hang out at a bar, they talk a little differently. And when men hang out, they talk a little differently.
So why can't she
And
know?
I've
She's
always
gonna
had the
learn
attitude
about it.
But Howard,
She's not
right, I've always had the attitude that when I'm in this studio, and the way you built your whole career, it's just like it might be painful later, but I put it all out there. I put it all out there like if she wasn't listening. Like this is how I vent. So when I come home, the last thing I wanted to do is to snowball back and bite me on the ass. So I don't want to discuss it. I feel like it's something that
Sal, but bottom line is, now hold it a second. Bottom line is, you somehow deep down inside feel she banged this dude.
No, what is
Oh, you're getting to Howard. They are at such a real place. Why are you bringing us back to that?
Sorry, go ahead,
silliness?
Dr. Ablow.
Yeah.
Because I'm hung up on it.
If anyone thinks I don't have willpower, they can go
Sal, didn't you cut the wire? Didn't you cut the wire to the antenna?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you made it so Christine could never hear.
I don't want to hear the show. There's no radios in the house. There's nothing. And
Why?
because this is entertainment. And I don't want to
Yeah,
bring...
I think it's a little more than that.
Well, I know, but the thing is that I put a lot out there on our life. And I don't want to rock the boat at home because I've seen examples.
Rock the boat, man. It's already rocking.
Yeah,
well,
that's
the thing
what
is that,
thinking.
the thing is
There's
that
water coming over the bow.
Listen to me.
It's, you're here with a psychiatrist on a couch, and you don't want to rock the boat.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to
We're
go home?
sharing a couch, and you're not going to rock the boat.
Am I supposed to go home and go, what'd you do today, honey? Oh, I put chocolate syrup on my balls, and I dipped it in a guy's mouth.
Why not, though? Why not tell her?
Because it's not something I'm necessarily like, it's not like your guy coming home in a briefcase and a suit when I used to work on Wall Street with a $50,000 check.
Yeah,
it's a big difference.
So Christine is going to react negatively and go,
yes.
Don't you ever put ball chocolate on
Not so
the
much.
desk.
She might be like, because she's made the face a few times, like, oh boy, I can't believe it. And
Has anyone here not made that face at the things you've done?
Yeah, but that's kind of like the beauty of the show. Not when you come home, I kind of want to put it away when I go home, but
I think you've wanted to put everything away when you go home. You talked about the Lotus Notes. Did he remain at a distance from you? Not just the show.
Well, he would come home from work and go straight into the office and go on the computer. I'm like, wow, what's so urgent? Like, you just walked in the door. I feel that.
Did you feel lonely?
No, I felt like it was rude to walk in the door and then go straight to work. You've been at work all day. Spend some time with your kids, with me. Let's eat dinner. When the kids go to bed, stay on the computer all night. I mean, you're home at 5:36. The kids go to bed at 8.
So you felt
like for 2.5 hours, you can't just spend time with your family.
So right. So what word do you want to put to it? Hurt?
I guess it would be hurt. I thought it was like rude. I wouldn't do something.
Rude. By the way, is easier to say.
Then what?
Than that you felt hurt. You felt that he didn't love you.
I feel like it's disrespectful.
Disrespectful is on the journey toward. I felt. In other words.
That was like slamming the door in your face.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like I've been home all day with the kids. I feel like I've picked up the slack for everything that he's ever wanted to do, and out of respect to me, I asked you, keep me off the show. I don't want to talk about it. My life, just leave me out of it. I don't care what you do. I don't want a part of it. And then when you come home and you go straight to work, which I understand you have work to do. I'm not, whatever you want to call it. I'm not like a nag about it. I'm just like, I thought it was rude. Like, just eat dinner and spend time with the kids. They've been looking forward to seeing you all day. And, when they go to bed.
So your coworker filled a void. You cared about him and he cared about you.
Right. I have a lot of friends.
But this one you talk to so much and at night and on vacations because you weren't talking to Sal, right?
I spoke to other friends when I was on vacation too, but we're not going to, I guess.
Other men?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, no. Are there other? No, because
I have
listen,
a very good friend too, who is also a man. My husband knows him.
Yeah, but that was completely open.
Right.
That's Ian. I know that.
Right, but I'm just saying.
The thing is that when this emotional friend came out, 4 guys called my house. Is it me? I'm not kidding you.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Richie Bellinson thought it was him.
Right.
The installer of the Stars thought he was the emotional friend.
Right.
My neighbor Ian, who's my
thought it might be him.
Yeah, people call him my token Jew friend. He's a very good friend of mine.
My second husband.
My best friend Chris the cop. He called. So 3 guys called my house, and then the real emotional friend is number 4.
And it's interesting. You know what? Here's what's really interesting is that there's a complaint that you've raised, which is that Sal goes home and he doesn't relate to you. He's not there with the kids. He's emotionally not available.
First of all, I'm always there for the kids, Christine. Always.
No, I didn't say you're not there for the kids.
Okay, just
but she said you went in and used Lotus Notes.
But
you're on the computer.
Work.
And
right.
she did say, by the way, just so we don't lose any of the data, she did say, it wouldn't be so bad if he spent some time with the family.
Right.
So she does think that there's not enough of that.
That's right. I heard that too.
But there's something interesting happening from a dynamic standpoint here, which is that my experience with Christine is that she's very reticent to share things that are deeply emotional, particularly things that hurt her.
Right.
And she's projecting that onto Sal and saying, look, he's the one. He doesn't open up. I feel alone emotionally. The question would be, Sal, and I'd pose it to you, do you feel that you've had complete access to Christine emotionally? Or is she someone who is a little tough to get to?
I feel I don't know. I feel in the past when she was looking for that from me and I took her for granted, I didn't see it. And, she kind of closed the doors. And those doors are shut. And it's going to take a long time to open them up again. I shut her emotional doors. That's where I take the blame. When she would say, spend some more time with us, and I said, I got to work. And then I reflected on that, and I realized why I put Christine in the position she eventually got to. And I don't blame myself completely, I blame her just as much, but that's the problem. That's why Christine is shut down, because
This is so true for so many people.
because I put her there. And she's like, I think she's at the point now, like, you know what, Sal, you put me here, and, I begged for this. I gave you all the signs, and you went off and did your thing, and now that I found an emotional friend, you want me back, and you're expecting me to change and make, it's like a game. She thinks it's a game to me, like, now you want me to just come running back to you. And she did. She made the commitment to give this guy up and make it work with us again. But it's very difficult for her to open up,
Yeah, it's
because she was very.
It is. Is this right?
Yeah, no, that's
Christine
true.
was so affectionate for so long. She was the one who came and hugged me all the time. She was the one who told me she loved me, and now I do it to her, and I don't get it back.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Wait a minute, Christine. How could you laugh at a time like
She
this?
laughed like me.
This is crying.
This is terrible.
I mean, how do you laugh at him?
I'm laughing because she's making sense.
Well, when we go to when we go to therapy, and I did this, she started laughing as well because.
It's just nervousness.
Yeah,
Why are you
No, I don't
laughing?
think it's
and
just
here's the crazy
nervousness.
thing is that when Christine laughs, I kind of feel like, well, it beats her pouting, or it beats her
I'm
saying,
not pouting.
She's
thing is
laughing
that-
because it's hilarious.
That same laugh going on inside.
So, Dr.
man.
Ablow, what
Clearly, we have to get together
when a
again.
guy when Sal just spoke so beautifully and honestly and was brave enough
Yes.
to
To
say
let
that.
it out, yeah.
Well, I know
Yes.
I know where I put Christine, and like Howard
Well-
said, like when in the
But
beginning.
when she just laughed in his face.
No, exactly. Listen,
She must
Sal.
hate
Make it
him.
sound so mean.
Christine, you must hate the guy. And
No,
you're not
it's
coming
not
clean.
that. It's
No,
not that.
you know what,
I don't
these-
hate him.
Then why would you laugh when he cries about it?
I'm not laughing because he's crying. I'm just laughing because it's funny.
What's
but it's-
funny?
See, but we don't internally.
Right.
We're not feeling as though it's funny. We're actually here with Sal and thinking, my God, here's somebody who very much wants to recapture something with his wife. And perhaps, I mean, either the doors are so closed that it provokes laughter in you, or my theory, that this isn't one person's fault. That in fact, where you came to be is also about the fact that there might be levels of you emotionally and psychologically that he hasn't been given access to ever. And that maybe you keep that a little bit close to the vest. I don't know, maybe because things in your own life story have been complicated.
Well,
Are there
Dr.
things he
Ablow,
doesn't know about you?
well,
I don't think so. I don't know.
there's one thing that she brought up that she never said to me before,
This is good, yeah.
and she really
Yeah.
stressed it. She said, "I don't want to be my parents."
Okay. Well,
And
I'm
she
glad
says, "I
we
don't
got
want
here.
you." She goes, "I don't want you to be my dad, and I don't want me to be my mom. I don't want that relationship."
What was that relationship, Christine?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm really serious. But notice, Howard, you've
I
called her
can't
on
do
this.
this.
When, she can't do this, she says. You have to
It's
do
not fair
this.
to talk about my parents when,
This is the
the whole
road.
world is listening.
This is the road to deepening and enriching your marriage in the interest of reawakening romance, intimacy, and being the best you can be for your kids. And not reproducing what your father had with your mother, which was what? She's going to kill him. But see, now,
Because
it's a
I think
joke,
it's so
right?
wrong.
But
Go
you're
ahead.
going to kill him. You'd rather almost sort of kill him than get into the truth. But guess
No,
what?
it's not. You know what? It's not about getting into the truth. I just don't think it's fair to discuss somebody else's life in front of the whole world without them even knowing about it.
Well, not specifically speaking. Like, just talk about generally speaking how, like, when our parents got older, they generally don't get along as well. They bicker, they fight. Your father complains.
Now
That's
he's
what-
helping her back off a little bit, but I'm going to stick with it. I don't know. I
my
think your
God.
parents must
They
love
live
you. You
separate
seem so.
lives, sort of. And
They-
my mom, I
they
feel
have
like
always?
the bitter. I don't know, but I think like the bitterness and the resentment builds up, and then you just can't stand that person anymore.
Okay, so you grew up. I'll speak for you.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong,
I'll correct
let
you.
me know.
Okay.
You grew up in a household where your parents were somewhat estranged, where bitterness and resentment developed about the potential distance between them, or the distance between them. You felt
Right.
it.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty fair.
Okay, and how did it feel?
Honestly, I don't think I really felt anyway about it as a kid because I was busy with my friends and doing my own thing. But now as an adult, I see like that it's sad. Like, why would you want to live your life that way?
Right, and here, history repeats itself.
Right.
And one thing I would offer is that if you're watching people as a young girl, your parents, and they're not able to communicate at a deeply emotional level and share intimacies, that's sort of your training ground. And it might be that the vocabulary the two of you developed emotionally, but literally also in speaking to each other, it allowed this potential space to keep growing because it's what you know. You may not have the tools, the two of you, to go forward and deepen this, but you can get them. And this moment had to happen. It had to come to 143 with an emotional friend in order for him to take down the walls, the Lotus Notes and everything else and say, you know what, I love her, and be brought to tears. Now she's adopted this distance where she laughs about that, but truthfully, right?
Sad.
It's sad.
It's sad.
If the friendship was innocent, why give it up? Why not talk to this guy every day?
He gave me no choice.
If Sal says to you right now, you can go back to talking to this friend 30 times a day, would you?
I probably wouldn't talk to him 30 times a day, but I think it would be nice to just stay in touch. We were friends, but...
Why is
Okay.
it easier for you to have this emotional closeness with someone you don't
There
live
you
with?
Okay, because anybody who knows Sal... and
Go ahead.
Anybody who knows Sal?
Be honest.
will know that if the conversation doesn't pertain to him, he's not listening.
Okay.
And
Is that true,
it's
Sal?
not me. It's not. And we've discussed this
Listen
with
to
the
me.
therapist. Wait, let me explain.
All right, go
We've
ahead.
discussed this with the therapist, and I said to her, I would honestly be like, all right, maybe it's just me, but it's not. It's anybody he talks to.
Yes, and guess what? You
What?
picked him.
Right.
And not for no reason. You picked him partly, I would venture,
Not to be
because
ignored. But go
Why
ahead.
did she pick him?
well, she picked him because people feel most comfortable often with what they know.
Like
And
your
he
father.
gave you a guarantee, basically. He said, look, I'm not going to get into your soul and dig deep into your feelings about your parents and whether they were a stranger or not. This is the first time you told your husband, listen, I grew up in a household in which my parents were all, in certain ways strangers.
And now
His
you're
parents
doing it
are the
again.
same way.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's why you chose Sal. He's going to give you just what you know.
But now there's a moment. You actually have an opportunity right now that very few people have to heal one another.
All right, I'll unzip my pants.
See,
There you go.
Well, it's a joke. That's the guy she fell in love with. It's a joke. Okay, go ahead.
When's the
a
last
joke.
time you
It's
guys
okay.
had sex? How long ago? Honestly, Sal.
It was recent, right? Not that long ago, about a week.
I don't know.
A week.
Yeah, about a week ago.
Was it
Is that too
See,
long?
that comment there, just that freaking irritates me.
Why?
Because why do you? It's always those little comments.
What did
It's
he
so
say?
annoying.
Oh, about the zipper?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like
Well, just so that you forgive one another, these comments and the laughter, here's what you do. This is a conspiracy.
this is every day in my life. Go ahead.
Of course it's every day, because every day there's a threat that someone's going to get to your heart. And you live with somebody.
But let me ask
and
you
he
this,
could do it.
Doc.
But you know what? Just to note, I want the question, but
Yeah,
here's...
but what does she do? She's annoyed by
They-
this guy. He makes jokes and she hates his
and she
jokes.
does
hates
too.
the
But she
overt-
used to
and
love
she
him. That's
does
what's
it when he
crazy.
doesn't.
You know what it
She
is?
laughs when he doesn't
Sal's
make a joke.
mistress is the lady comedy.
No, but seriously, she is not into his sense of humor.
Well, that's
He goes,
not
"No
true,
one
is."
Howard.
You know what it
That's
is?
not
It's
true.
like no. This is what I think. It's like if you
Nobody
knew
is, right,
something that annoyed Beth, would
Right.
you continuously do it?
No.
Over and over
No.
and over.
You walked
again?
on the carpet.
Like when we
Over and
had
over,
that
but
the
we
New
won't get
Year's
into
Eve
that.
party, and he says, "Oh, do you want to, have a gangbang with my wife?" What is that? I'm your wife. You don't talk to me like that. That's what my children are gonna see.
You got a
There's
point.
just, that's rude.
You got a
and
point.
that's-
So-
We went to the beach 3 weeks ago with Richie Billinson,
What-
right?
what'd I do?
You
And
know-
his neighbor was going to be there, a woman that
Okay.
we're friends with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, great, I haven't seen her in so long. He's like, oh, yeah, you want to make out with her? What?
Look at how far they've managed to scurry away from a moment of intimacy.
Right.
They've
And
both
that's exactly what they
seesawing.
do, yeah.
She laughs, he jokes, and they both get to blame each other,
Isn't it?
for avoiding
I'm not
intimacy.
blaming, I'm just
how
pointing
bad?
out.
It got real-
How
it
bad
got
was
real.
it? The house
What?
you grew up in. How
Not bad.
how silent?
What do you mean?
How much
silent?
arguing was there?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
You know.
You know. How much arguing was there?
On a scale of
Tell
what?
him.
I don't know.
Tell him
He
how
knows.
much.
He knows my life.
It was
I've known him
definitely.
since I'm 18.
It was definitely later in life that once me and Christine got married, and like she said, you open your eyes up to your parents, like you really look at them from a different perspective once you're married, and you learn from them, like, wow, I don't want to be in that relationship, and I don't want two people just living together for the sake of living, settling with one another.
You guys have settled, Christine. In your heart of hearts, do you think? I'm asking you serious now. Don't even. There's no joke.
I'm nervous. Go ahead.
Do you think this is ever going to get any better? In your heart of hearts, when you lay down at night, do you really
I don't know.
think...
That's the
Exactly.
truth.
I believe you.
I was at the beach with Christine one day, and we were talking about relationships. And I won't go into specifics, but, this was about a month ago, and she was laying there, and she was talking about her girlfriend. She's like, let me tell you something about marriage. Like, a lot of people are not having as much sex as you think as well, because I'm complaining like, we don't do it enough. And she goes, but, you get into a position where she said this now. She goes, you get into a position where you have kids, you're trying to make ends meet, and you settle. Now, she was talking about that.
Christine, if you
and
didn't
that
have
to
children,
me was a
Christine,
sign that.
That is so misinterpreted.
But I took that as a sign that
here's an
my
easy
wife
question.
is settling.
Right
you.
now, if
Yeah.
you and Sal didn't have kids,
Of course, she'd be out the door.
would you be out the door?
I don't know.
Tell the truth.
The truth is, I don't know. That is the truth.
Well, that's nice to know, because I think I'm afraid to
You
ask her
think
that
she's
question.
surely out the door. You don't think there's a question.
I think she.
I just think
would
I'm
try-
not. Like when we went to the other therapist, he's like, we were, here, and he came here, and I'm not going back there. I'm not going back.
What's the risk?
The risk is I don't want that.
You don't trust him.
I don't want that life.
What
What
life?
life?
That life of just two people coexisting
Right.
in a house.
But that's what you're having. If you don't go back there, that's what you're going to have. So you
But I
don't
was
want.
you tell
there,
him, by
and
the way-
you
Yeah.
pushed it away. So now why.
So in other words, you're relegated to the life you feared.
No.
Well, but
What she
and
just
by the
said.
way,
What did she say?
she said that she came close. He
Right.
pushed her back,
He
and
pushed
she's
her
not going to
away.
come close again. But by the way, please entertain the possibility that you chose him because you knew he would do that unconsciously, because it's what you know. What a threat it would be if you had somebody who took you up on that offer from the beginning.
You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Now, the two of you at the point of calamity could pull things back and say, you know what, let's take the risk. In other words, when you say, I don't fantasize about other men, you could tell him your fantasies. You could
true.
risk it and say, you know what?
That Brad Pitt's pretty hot.
If you were in a real relationship,
Right.
you could be real friends by saying, hey, I bet you could tell this guy.
I don't know. I'm not that
You could tell
way,
the guy.
though. Am I?
No, she has a lot of
I'm not.
inhibitions.
Like,
A what?
Like what?
She's just. Christine's she's a very classy lady. When she goes out with her girlfriends, her friends might say, like, hey, it's a joke to me, like the way I joke. Hey, Sal, your wife's not blowing you. Come here. I'll come in the bathroom. Joking around. My wife will never go there. My wife will never open up. She's just not that type of person. She goes to these toy parties that you women throw now. Bunch of you women are
We
buying,
women.
buying dildos while guys are breaking their ass on somebody's roof in the summer. But anyway,
Christine, I don't
she
understand.
doesn't even buy any of these items. She's not that way.
Christine,
What you gonna do with 'em?
Let me ask you a question.
Shove him up Sal's
But
ass.
that brings up a good point, Christine. When you masturbate, do you think about other men?
First of all, I don't do that.
Liar.
No,
You're
I'm
lying
not a
all over the
liar.
place.
No, I am not lying.
You've never touched yourself.
No.
Jesus.
All right, you're bullshitting.
I'm not necessarily
You never touched yourself.
untruth, Howard.
listen,
What person on this planet doesn't masturbate?
She might have at some point.
Robbie,
but
do you
she-
masturbate?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I masturbate, and when I masturbate, I think about other women.
Well,
I'm
that's
being
weird
honest.
for you.
Sal, when you masturbate, do you think about other women?
Sure.
Okay.
Think about
Fred,
Robin.
when you masturbate, do you think about other women?
Yes,
You're
I do.
asking men.
Of course.
I asked Robin.
I know. There's one woman
It's
here.
human.
So you do
It's a
The point
masturbate.
human
is, I
thing.
do. Yes.
So you do
Okay.
masturbate, but you won't admit it.
No.
no, she doesn't.
She doesn't.
doesn't. So
Howard.
what does
That's
that mean?
yeah.
She is
Oh,
is
boy.
that
In fact, I think about
She's
Christine.
locked
she's
up.
that defended.
will
She's
now.
that defended.
Wow.
Okay, so she's that defended. And so when you would, quote unquote, open your heart and say, hug me, I want to be closer, there's an element of that was a bit of false advertising. A little bit.
What do you mean?
In the sense that there's one thing about hugging, right, and being close, but the two of you have been in this kind of lockdown where if he had really come close and said, I want all of you, like I want the fantasies you've never even entertained to yourself, I want to know all the thoughts and feelings you had growing up in that house? Because you tell me, as a psychiatrist, you say, I don't know, I didn't really think about it. I don't really touch myself. I didn't really think about it. I can't go there. You use that in your
You are in
language all the
lockdown.
time.
Absolutely. Even when you
And he
ask
loves
her,
you, and there's an
I don't know.
opportunity. I don't know.
I think he's right. I think you are in emotional lockdown. I got a feeling that you will never go back to trying again with Sal.
I'm not sure she tried.
Ever.
Ever.
Wow.
Her guard is definitely not completely down at all. Like I said, I locked her up so much that it's going to take, like you said, Howard, years.
No,
and
you
years.
didn't.
You didn't
See, that's
lock
not-
her
you
up.
see, not exactly right.
Sal, you keep blaming yourself.
Can I say something?
What about the theory that she has locked you out the entire marriage?
Can
Now,
I
Sal,
bring something else in?
Here's who's
It's Fred.
Yeah.
Fred.
She
Yeah.
brought that stuff into the marriage before
Right.
even Sal
Well,
tainted the waters.
I think we've solved a bit of the equation here, which is that at the point at which she gets Sal finally to take down his walls, she becomes somebody who laughs when he cries.
Right.
She's so scared that this could be a time that challenges her ability to be close.
That was the
she
moment-
has to push him back.
Wasn't that the moment she could have looked at him and said, "You know what, Sal, this is so beautiful," and hugged him?
Well, she could have said even more than that.
See,
she
she's
could have.
laughing at that idea.
She
That
could've-
fantasy scares you
funny.
because it scares you. Why
Yes.
didn't you? When he was crying, why didn't you say, "I think that's really beautiful that you want me that bad that you're getting emotional"?
How
When-
come
wait, hold on,
everybody
when my-
else in the room felt more for Sal than you did?
Yeah, you laughed, and we were all like ready to cry.
Or even more, to say to him,
Why are you laughing? I don't understand.
because she has to.
I think
Why?
it's so
Why
funny.
did she?
Why? Because what's a little girl to do growing up in a household in which her parents are arguing a whole lot and estranged from one another, other than, as she says, I was with my friends and I was laughing.
Right.
In
Right.
essence,
Right.
she has set
I don't know what
up-
happened.
Got it.
She has set up her life exactly
Yes.
the same way. She has tons of friends she can go to for emotional support, and she looks for nothing
but nothing
from
at
Sal.
home.
No, and
Not at home,
I
though.
think I believe her that the limit of her tolerance for intimacy might in fact be let's email, let's instant message, let's write 143, but I won't meet you
Right.
outside the office.
So she wasn't really even that connected to that guy.
No.
It
In
was
other
at a
words, I'd
safe
start emailing her a whole
distance,
lot, but right, if I were you.
Yeah, believe it or not, I try to fill this.
She's
person's
more
shoe-
comfortable emailing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I try to fill this person's shoes so much, Howard, that after this happened, I would text message her a lot, like, hope you have a great day, just thinking about you, and I meant it. And I thought, those are the little signs that women need to know. I wanted to bring that back into our relationship. I'd leave her little notes on the pillow in the morning and stuff like that. And, I felt like, she felt like it was robotic, it was mechanical.
Okay,
And
right.
you can't be that way. And then as time went on, I did it less and less, but I like to bring it back more. Yesterday, I came home. Okay, I wanted to ask you your opinion on
Yeah,
this.
yeah, you had a question.
I worked in Chicago Saturday night. I worked in Cleveland, Chicago Friday, Cleveland Saturday. I was exhausted, but I couldn't wait to get home and see my wife and kids. I really mean that. So I got home. My son runs to the door like he always does. Then now I'm getting all worked up again. I couldn't wait
He's
to see
a
my
very
wife.
emotional guy,
So my
yeah.
wife knew I was home, and she was in the computer room.
Look at her
And she,
smiling.
and she never. Hold on.
I'm just.
She never.
remembering
Hold on.
this.
She
Yeah.
never
Okay.
came out. I spent the whole weekend away from my wife and kids. So Antonio came out, gave him a hug, and the other kids, and I see her at the computer room. Like I go, hey, I go, you know, I was home. I go, you didn't even get up to go to the door. She's like, oh, don't pull that with me now. And I'm like, Christina, I'm just happy to see you. And she said that I was overreacting. Like, what's your opinion on that? My wife thinks that I'm being too pushy, demanding something from her, expecting her, and she thinks I'm being, she thinks that I'm being demanding, but I think she's being cold, like she doesn't sincerely love me because her reaction was a cold one to somebody who was away a whole weekend. I couldn't wait to see her. So, I don't know, it was up. It
Yeah.
really f***ing hurt.
Now, can I ask you a question? How long were you in the house before you said, nobody gets up and says hello to me?
Yeah, well, okay, I
How
came
long?
to the house. Antonio,
minute?
No, Antonio went to the front door. It was locked, so you knew I was there. Then I walked around. It was 3 minutes. Then I opened the door. Then I said hello. And then I walked down the hallway, and you were in your chair on the computer. I go, Christine, I go, you didn't get up to say hello to me? And you're like, oh, don't pull this with me. So I thought, I was just, look, that's not the issue. The issue is that I couldn't wait to see my wife. I couldn't wait to see her and give her a hug. That's what I envisioned in my head. Like the way my kids light up when they see me, and my dog Simon lights up when she sees me.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was hoping
Christine's laughing again.
I wanted her, that's what I was looking forward to. I had a weekend and it was a good time, and I just wanted, I want to see my kids and my wife, and I want your opinion on that. And I don't know. She goes like, you're being, and then I was crabby, and I said, I'm crabby. I go, I was hoping that you get up. She's like, well, you're overreacting.
Okay. Here's what I think. It's really a question of how much love you have in your heart and how much effort you're willing to put forward, because you've undertaken, without even knowing it perhaps, a gargantuan task of melting her heart, which has always been a little icy.
Right.
Frankly. And she's resourceful. So things have come to a point where you are now exposed emotionally and raw.
Right. I was never this sensitive, but I worked so hard at making it work that those little things that I took for granted in the past break me down. Like I feel like I can't crack my wife, So when I go home,
never
she's like,
could.
Yeah, so
never did.
This is very interesting.
So to me, though, now, Doc, to me, that tells me that leads me to believe that my wife is settling for me. Like, oh, he's home. Yep. But so I get mixed signals too. I know my wife loves me, but like I would love to see that.
Do you?
I believe she does.
How do you know?
Because all the time we have vested in one another, all the things that we've been through. We've had some incredible experiences in our life, like having our children, which was the greatest thing that ever happened to us. We had a great relationship before we were married. We had a good relationship while we were married. As a matter of fact, we purposely planned not to have children for a couple years so we can really enjoy one another, and we did. And then, the kids came in, and frustration came in, and I got the job here, and, we veered apart. But I think the good outweighed the bad. That's why I think we're still together now.
Are you guys turned on by the thought of maybe solving this?
I know that no matter what, I know, Christine today being here, she's doing this for me, and I know through all the ups and downs and her even laughing when I cried, I know this is the woman that I married and I fell in love with, and I'll love her to the
Why do you love her?
Die.
Why do you love her?
Because I do. I mean, because we've shared so many great times
together.
Forget
that. Why do you love her?
Because she's a great mom. Because she is a classy
Why
lady.
do you love? Forget her mom. Why do you love her?
Because
what is it about her you love?
She's got a good personality. She's got a great...
What is it? Is it her tits? If be as base as that, what do you love about her?
First of all, she's absolutely beautiful, my wife.
Okay.
And she's got an incredible body.
True that.
Emotional friend, please.
By the way, my parents were very close.
All right. Let's go to, where was I? Let's go to Kevin. Okay. Kevin, you're on the air.
Yeah, guys. How you doing, Sal? First of all, I wanna commend you because you have done some real things on this show, but you really have guts to be doing this. And let me say this to Christine. I've been in therapy with my wife for the past few years. We've been married 17 years. We've known each other since high school. It is possible to change things. It is possible to make things better. You have to be committed. You have to continue to go to therapy, and you have to have almost a blind faith that what your therapist is telling you to do is the correct thing to do. It's scary.
You know what's scary too, Dr. Ablow? What if you get, as Sal and Christine say, a therapist that you think is
well, unfortunately,
how do you know to trust your therapist?
It's very.
You're real good, but how do you find someone who's
Thanks,
good?
Man.
Yeah.
It's very tough, and you need guidance, you need a referral, or you need to do it. We could do it, but we can talk about that. But the bottom line is, he said, when asked why do you love her, what he didn't go to is her pain. She's beautiful. She's a great mother. Part of why you love her is that she has real pain. She's been through a kind of hell herself, right? And the two of you know more about each other than you realize. You know what it is to grow up in homes
where the parents are unavailable emotionally.
Where maybe their parents didn't show them how to express love because they weren't expressing it to each other.
Bobo, you're on the air.
How you doing there, Howard? Hey, Howard, what's bothering me, she laughs a lot, indicating she has a lot of nervousness about the situation. It's disturbing. Is there an actual serious side to Christine?
Of course.
That is a
there
very
is.
serious side.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Is there a serious side to Christine, emotional friend?
Oh, God,
She never laughs with you, does she?
It's so serious.
But isn't an emotional friend?
You should see her when she's got jizz in her hair.
That's another. Oh, stop that.
Now that you don't like, right, Christine?
He crossed the line. Can I
By the
say
way, my
something?
dad is Christine's mom's emotional friend.
Can I say something? It's a long line of emotional friends.
I come from a whole family of emotional friends. We're all jerk offs.
Yeah, go ahead, Bobo. I forgot. Yes.
Also, she's not being truthful. I mean, on vacation, she doesn't remember how many men she was talking to during the vacation.
Well,
No, she did. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's go to George. George, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey.
Hey, I was going to call and talk shit about the show, but actually it's a good show, man.
All right, thank you.
What? Yeah, man.
He didn't think it was going to be good. It's good.
No, it is
It's all
good.
right. Sir, can I ask, is George on the line?
Yes.
George, what would you do if your wife had an emotional friend?
I don't think I would allow that, to tell you the truth.
Well, you
in
don't
other
get
words,
to
you
allow
would get a
it.
divorce, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's bad.
I would get married. They should marry each other. In other words, for the first time.
Would you like to have a double wedding with me and Beth?
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't take away from you.
Sal would try to marry
I
me.
like to have a single wedding with just you and me, Howard.
He'd try to knock Beth out of the way and
tie
run
Beth
down
up
the
somewhere.
aisle.
Sal, I want you to be honest. Who do you love more, me or your wife? I'm being honest now. I'm being honest when it comes to love.
Dude,
Torn.
come on. That's such a question.
No, it
man.
isn't.
Come on. I'm here with Dr. Ablow.
Why, are you going to put me above your wife? I'm talking about this show and
I
me.
mean,
Or are you going to put...
considering how much I cried today, considering Dr. Ablow's here, and
Yeah, but I didn't laugh at you. She did.
it's hands down, it's
Well-
obvious that I do love you more than my wife.
It's obvious to me, too.
But that's a very astute question,
Well, think
because
about
some of what Christine says could be taken to mean that she'd prefer he not talk on the radio.
Well,
No,
how about
not
we
at
take
all.
it this way? If you had to give up the show, your job on the show, in order to have your wife, would you do it?
Yes. And when it came to the realization that I so bad, I would be willing to do anything. That question came to me, and without question, I said yes. Would it kill me? Would it torment me inside? Yeah. But if I knew that was the drawing point, the do or die, I would do it.
Christine, what do you think of that?
No, I was going to say that.
And what do you think of my answer? That's what he's asking you.
No, I think you would, but people always said, "Oh, you think the show changed him or whatever," and my answer has always been no. Like, you were this person when I met you.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I met him out on the street. He was doing this shit.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why
like-
we couldn't believe you married him.
Yeah.
We always knew he was that
But
way.
now we know
it's
why
just
she married him.
magnified because it's on the air and TV
Right.
and whatever. But
Sal, real
always
quick,
this
if you leave the
person.
show, what are your new hours?
All right, emotional friend. That's call number 6 already. Bob, you're on the air. At this rate, you're going to beat your all-time record of 30. Bob, go ahead.
It was actually 32 when they were at Great Adventure in 2000.
Great adventure. You called it 32 times.
2002.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
Morning, everybody. I think it's great Sal and Christine are, bringing their relationship a step forward. I just wanted to ask Christine what kind of panties she had on.
You want to know something? I've been dying to ask that, too.
Black.
Are they black and are they thong?
I'm not answering.
Please.
No.
Yeah, that's on.
They are? What, so- emotional friend.
Number 7. Right.
That's your 7th call, emotional friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Run out of minutes.
Listen, let me 2 more calls because this is a fascinating topic and people waited a long time. I want to thank Dr. Ablow. By the way, Dr. Ablow's new book is out, Living the Truth, Transform Your Life Through the Power of Insight and Honesty. It's in stores now and it's great. I mean, you can see how good the guy is.
Oh, yeah.
And,
He definitely got the truth.
He broke you down.
Yeah,
And we
good.
should do it again.
Yeah. Bring a box of tampons.
I
for
don't
me. We'll
know.
do it.
On the air?
What did you just say? Bring a box of tampons?
For me,
Why?
and we'll
Because
do
you
it.
feel like a woman right now? When you show emotion, do you feel like a woman?
No, but when you got a fat guy behind you on a megaphone saying they got jizz in your wife's hair, it's a little tough.
That
you
was
know?
out of line. Now you feel like Christine, don't you?
Are you? That's what you do to Christine, though.
Yeah, and Fred's absolutely right.
Are you embarrassed that you cried?
No. That's
Not
how I
now,
feel.
Not now, but
how I
later.
feel.
You know what's good about this environment, by the way, for them to talk about their relationship? They don't have to do what they normally do as much. In other words, there's a cast of characters who can take some of the heat. And allow them some distance from the deep emotion sometimes. And
Yeah,
that's what's allowing them to cry sometimes.
Let me tell you something, Dr. Ablow.
Yeah.
I'm aware that there were times that we made it funny because we know we have an audience and this and that. And the fact is, if it got very real in there with you and you kept up with this stuff, it could be dynamic. It could be really, really great. And
Guys, I'm free on Thursday.
emotional friend, you're free?
If they want to come to the session, they
I was going to say, you want to be a part of this.
Why do you want to be their emotional friend?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm quite helpful in the entire process.
Go ahead. Who is this, Roy? Are you on the air? Yes, Roy.
Good morning.
Yes.
I want to make a few points. Sal, I think that if, first of all, I think your dad, I look at him as a hero because he acted like a man.
All right. Eric, go ahead. You're on the air.
My dad's a hero.
Yes, Eric.
No, this is the Iron Sheik.
Okay. All right, one last call from your favorite person, Ralph. Go ahead, Ralph.
Hey, now. Hey, first of all, Dr. Ablow, really good because, I mean, just to be able to get that out of them in that environment is just awesome. I got two quick questions, though. Do you think ultimately Christine coming on the show is like another way to disconnect? Because this is not her scene, and I'm wondering if it's great that she came in, or, again, is this another thing that's ultimately just going to be disaster for them, that this show, them coming on and doing this on the air?
No, I think it's a great tribute to the power in the relationship and the potential of the relationship. And by the way, I wouldn't forbid her from communicating with this man.
Well, yeah, you find.
Now, see, okay.
Now that's interesting.
No way.
I just wanted to circle back.
Sal to find out? Do you think you wanted
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something right now that's stuck in my head.
I wouldn't. We should talk about this.
Shut up, Marty.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Something that's stuck in my head. I'll never forget it. Our second therapy session, I said to my wife, I said, let me ask you something. If I never busted you and you continued your friendly relationship, would you possibly have continued into something more serious and developed your own relationship with him? And she said, probably.
That's an honest answer.
Can I?
That's an honest answer. So you want me to have her?
I want you to take the risk.
No way. I'm out of here.
What?
You don't have to.
I would never take a risk of her. There's no way.
You don't think there's a risk now?
Well, tell us your point, Dr.
You're telling me that you want her to talk to this guy?
Here's my point. I don't think that artificial, restraints are going to be the thing that allows her to come closer to you, Sal.
And they aren't.
I think you should say, because it's a courageous and completely powerful position, hey, you know what? You are free to talk to anyone you want to talk to. I'm not your keeper.
Okay, you ready for this? Did I tell you could do that? Did I apologize that I cut off the relationship and said, if you need to talk to them? Did I do that? Did I give you that?
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what?
What?
They started privately talking again behind my back.
What
privately
do you mean,
talking.
you gave her permission.
You told her to.
But you told her to.
But then it went private.
What is? I don't.
You want her to talk in front of you?
No, dude, come on.
Sal, he's making a good point.
Yeah.
You said to Christine, it's okay with me if you talk to your friend.
Right.
She's
not
not
okay.
going to include you in the conversation.
I said that I felt like I denied her like a father figure, which I shouldn't have done. Like, I'm not, I don't keep her under lock and key, which I did. Yeah. I denied her happiness. Here was the only vent that she had, the vent of frustration with this friend because I'm being an ass, and then I cut that off. So I felt like through our therapy session, she said, you took away the one little piece of happiness, that the one outlet that she had, and now you took that away from her too. So if he's a friend, at least give her the opportunity to talk to him like a man, like a human being. Say, look, I'm having problems with my husband, and I'm sorry, but we can't continue this relationship. He goes, instead of demanding that she cut it off, put the ball in Christine's court.
So you did, and then she did it. So why would you
just say, okay.
But she did, and I did that, and as painful as that was, as hard as that was, I did that, and she said, look, she did have the talk with him. And then she told me that that's it. Now we're moving on. But then private messages happened again.
Well, so you told him we had to talk. It's over, rather than saying, maybe I'll.
That part of the conversation, but
it sounds like she's a witness. I don't recall.
No. He obviously knows what happened, and we spoke about it. But I just felt like, what's the big deal if we randomly speak? Like, I don't see what the problem would be.
Well,
you randomly speak to people, and I'm not trying, like, I know it sounds like I'm being like, well, you do this so I could do this. I'm not trying to be that way. I don't check your email. I don't check your telephone.
Right.
My phone was not hidden. It's always been in the same spot. It's not locked. I could lock it. I don't do those things. I didn't
not
do
anymore.
those things. I never, ever locked my phone.
Yeah,
Never.
well, you know what, and what all
It
I'm
was not a
suggesting,
secret.
and it doesn't have to be decided at this moment, but what I'm suggesting is, you know what, you try to close doors and lock things up, and the bottom line is, you know from your dad's experience with your mother, you can't do that.
Right, but why would I give her the opportunity to talk to this guy again, the guy that ruined my marriage?
Well, he didn't ruin your marriage.
Our marriage.
He
contributed to it.
No, he is an innocent bystander in a way.
No, he ain't no innocent bystander.
The potential calamity that you faced was sown in your own individual developments. Now you come back to a time, and all I'm saying is, you don't want to artificially say to her, I'm so afraid that you would have with someone else what we don't have, that I'm going to be your policeman. It's just a suggestion that I would say, you know what? It's your business. If you think you can fall in love with someone else.
You know what? I always conducted my relationship with Beth this way. She had a lot of boyfriends and stuff before, and we started seeing each other, and I'd say to her, sometimes it would kill me inside, but I'd say,
yes,
you do what you want to do.
Well, it would
and
kill.
I said, I'm in love with you, but if you feel the need to speak to me, I'm not going to be the Taliban and tell you not to speak to him. She has never once had the desire to go see her old boyfriend or this, because I'm so busy with her.
And don't you think that would give her the desire if you said no?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like, you know what? So let's say Christine starts seeing this guy again, okay?
It'd be great for you, Howard.
No, hold on a second, Sal. Let's say she does, and let's say she falls madly in love with him. Maybe, in fact, she is already in love with him. How the though? Let's say you cut her off. So then she's going to pine away. She's never going to even learn what the this guy is. Eventually, she'll go live with him. Let her learn what a he is. But the fact of the matter is, if you're doing the best in your marriage, and you guys are working on it, I bet she loses interest in that guy. And if she doesn't, good. Be rid of her and get someone who's into
because
you.
I believe in the power of heartfelt communications. And basically what you'd be saying to her is, you know what, you're on a journey. I love you. And I think that nothing can beat what we have. We have kids, and we have the potential to have this incredible
Christine,
relationship.
Do you miss talking to him?
Yeah, I already said,
Yeah, she said
enjoyed.
that.
Yeah.
But
Sal, that ain't
obviously,
gonna
Sal
stop.
doesn't figure he can beat this guy's time.
Yeah, I think Sal figures he can't.
Yeah, he can't
Beat him.
do for him what
The way to beat
he
him is
does
to
for
say, come on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Call her,
yeah.
email her. Bottom line is, I have kids with her. I own her heart, and I mean to own more of it. So
Let
you
him
can
in. Let him take up the
absolutely have lunch.
Yeah, let him drop
by
his
the way-
pants. You could blow him in front of me. Why not? I mean, this is
Well,
ridiculous.
if she's blowing him in front of you, then it's going to come
You
to you.
can't control it. The truth is, you can't control
Listen
it
to me.
anyhow.
She could be doing it anyway.
I believe she's not anymore. I sincerely
Oh,
believe
God.
that. But
Not anymore.
Why?
What's the line, Doctor? What if she goes and fucks him? Is she allowed to do that too?
Well, look, I can't set the rules here. But the bottom line is, what I would say is...
Hey, Christine, did you get Sal's ATM card? We're out of rubber money.
Oh, he's using a rubber. That's nice. Yes.
Hey, doctor, can I ask you a really serious, important question?
Yes.
For people, it's obvious these guys are repeating the same behavior that they grew up in.
Correct.
How do people break that cycle who can't afford therapy and that kind of thing? Because that's what everybody does.
He's right.
Oh,
I mean,
they're
living the
stuck,
truth.
huh?
I mean, Ralph is really asking you.
That's
He
his
can't afford
question for
therapy, and he's
himself,
stuck
yes.
too.
I can't afford therapy.
I'll allow the
Well,
doctor to
it's
answer
like
that, and then I'm going to end the segment.
Look at all the happy couples in the South Bronx. That's what
Dr. Ablow, what do you do if you're stuck and you don't have a lot of money for a therapist? What do you do?
Okay. Well, what do you do? Okay, first of all, you presume that you're together for a reason, and that one of the reasons people get together is often about core weaknesses, not core strengths.
Right.
And you say, look, if that's the case for us, why did we get together if it's to keep ourselves from each other? What is in our backgrounds that we may not have shared with each other? And then you start to eat away and sort of claw back and share more secrets.
Sounds like people without money are fine.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta get the book.
Buy Dr. Ablow's book. Christine,
telling you.
do you ever fantasize about a life with your emotional friend? Have you ever fantasized what it would be like to be married to him?
Of course.
You never have. Have you ever fantasized what it would be like? Have you ever fantasized
Why
what
can't
it would
you
be
say
like?
yes? Why can't you say yes? What's the
I'm
risk?
not particularly that person. I'm just saying
Have you-
I would.
What have you fantasized about? We're finally at a fantasy. What have you fantasized about? What kind of life?
Just being happy and sharing my life
What
with
does that mean?
somebody who is my best friend and who always has my back, and not somebody who's looking to, whatever, like humiliate me at every turn.
it seems like to me, out of nowhere, like somebody who you see a piece of ass like Christine, and I don't mean that in a disrespecting way. You're going to say anything you can. Oh, your husband on the show doing this, doing that.
Well, then why aren't
Hold
you
on.
doing it?
Hold on. The thing is that all of a sudden this humiliation stuff, it just sprouted out of nowhere. It almost seems like somebody embedded it. I know if I'm a guy, you're going to give a hot chick any rap you can to make her believe that her husband is lesser of a man to get down her pants. Let me tell you something, with dogs. Comes first. Money comes first with women. Pussy comes first.
Tell you.
I'm telling you.
You're using this guy.
I'm telling you like it is.
I hear you. But listen,
what happens when you throw a steak on the ground? Does a dog run right to it without thinking?
Not my beagle.
That's pussy to a man.
But
hold on, but wait a minute.
Not to every man.
That's pussy
I was
to a
asking
man.
Christine about her fantasies.
But listen.
But the point that I'm trying to make.
Can I ask you a question? Is the guy handsome? Is he handsome? Yes or no? Is he an ugly guy or a good-looking guy?
Oh, she wants an guy.
Let's just forget about him.
Sal, let me.
It would be better for Sal if he really looked like
The point I'm trying to make is that I believe that somebody. I know the workings of a man. He'll say whatever it takes, and I think that.
What's that got to do with her ear being open?
I have a clinical,
it has everything to do with it.
moment
if you're telling her to go back to something like that, I think all of a sudden,
Sal,
what's the coincidence of her having an emotional friend and at the same time pinpointing all my bad points? Now it's all bad. Everything's bad.
Sal.
The fact that I bring home a check every week is no good anymore. The fact that I love my kids and
listen, do you know why you're doing this, by the way? Let me help you out.
To me every
I tell you why I'm doing it because I'm a guy and I'm telling it straight.
Let me tell you why you're doing it. Because his wife filled up and said it'd be better than being humiliated all the time, and she was at the point of tears. So he has to run away from that because that's what happened with his father and his mother.
Right.
And instead of saying to her, does that remind you of stuff? I mean, you've been humiliated before. You know, I'm sorry. How did I make you feel?
You should on the couch right now.
Well, Dr. Keith can have her right now.
Are you having fantasies about Dr. Keith? You are, aren't you? What do you do with Dr. Ablow when you're a doctor like you and you get a hot little piece of on the couch like this? You ever say, hey, maybe I ought to.
You always know it's not about you. It's always about the dynamic with the couple.
It'd be a good moment to jump our bones.
Really?
I'm telling you, but honestly, you own her soul. The moment that you realize that he is irrelevant, this guy, this 143 guy, irrelevant. The bottom line is she can talk to him till the cows come home.
Could be another 143 guy.
It doesn't matter.
I know that. I know that, and things have been going a lot. I mean, it seems to be going a lot better. I mean, we're getting along better. I think we are, but it's
treat her like a broad that you're trying to get in her pants.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Since you know what a dog will do with a steak.
Since you know how to work her, why don't you work her? If you love her, why don't you work her?
Hey, dude, last night I put my hand on her chest. She goes, it's like a fucking boulder. Get off of me.
Well,
so you tell me.
First, you got to start. But you know you got to start with some bullshit and tell her, tell her how hot she is, and then tell her how nice everything is.
I call her beautiful every day.
This is a disaster.
And she gave him an opening. She said, let's go to Bloomingdale's. Get it. Maybe you call her from next door to Bloomingdale's from some beautiful hotel.
She's a hot chick. Yeah. Take her to Bloomingdale's and shop with her. Turn her around a little.
I don't have to take her to Bloomingdale's. She does it behind my back on her own. What do I have to go there for?
Go with her. That's true.
Today's exercise, go with her after the show. Listen to me.
Okay.
And tell her, I want you to buy a hot outfit. I want to watch you try it on.
Yep. And her exercise for me, Howard, back?
Blow you.
And guess what? No, and guess what? With the outfit on,
she doesn't have to blow you, but maybe she'll want to.
With the outfit on, have her go out first alone and have him meet her, but she has to be flirting with someone at the bar when he gets there.
There you go.
Make it hot.
Get your megaphone.
Some guy's dick at the bar, Christine.
Run right into your fear.
Emotional friend, what do you think?
Right into your fear.
And if you're going to get an outfit, Christine, you need a red one.
I'd get her a diamond necklace that says 143, and I'd order it today.
That's right. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I like your style.
All right.
He wanted to get a tattoo, and I said, I'll get 143, and he got so mad.
No.
I love that.
That's great.
You should get the 143 too.
Make a joke of it a little bit, but take together you're in on it.
I should get Dr. Ablow,
you've done it
This guy's a joke.
Dr. Ablow, you've done it again. You have taken an hour and a half from the show.
You've done it again, Dr. Ablow.
I don't know what he did.
Another paycheck from Howard TV to fucking Howard's P.O. box. That's what you've done. I'm still in a miserable goddamn marriage.
Well, Christine, next time wear a dress.
Do you want to keep working on it? We'll keep working on it.
You want to work on it some more, you two?
There is no quick fix.
Wait a second. Wait, what did you say, Dr. Ablow?
No,
I said, why did you say wow?
Because I know that they are poised at a moment where she has opened the door again. What does he do? He says, no. You got to both say yes at the same time.
I did say yes. I say yes every day.
Hey, Sal, he just asked you, do you guys want to work on this some more with him? And you went no.
Because we're spinning. I feel we're going.
All right, that's your answer.
What do you mean?
That's why she's got an emotional friend. Good luck, Christine.
Am I right or wrong? Hey, let's ask her. Do you want to continue with this?
Neither one of you can answer.
I would continue.
She would.
All right, go ahead. Ask the next question, Doc.
No.
Oh, no, continue right now. I thought you meant now. I've had it.
We'll have dinner and we'll go through
Off
this
the
stuff.
air, absolutely, yes. Unequivocally, yes. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay, we just had a misunderstanding.
All right, a little misunderstanding.
Now we understand.
I think we
If Sal wants to call me, I'm a therapist.
All right, Doctor. First of all, emotional friend, thank you for calling in. I know that was difficult for you.
I know this was very emotional for me, too.
Dr. Ablow, your book, Living the Truth, Transform Your Life Through the Power of Insight and Honesty, is in stores now, and obviously everyone now is going to go get it because they see what you're up to.
Yeah.
And please, Howard, can I say something to everybody out there, young couples,
What? You have advice for young couples?
Don't even start.
I really do.
No, he's in a good position to give advice,
What is your
actually.
advice?
What is he is in a good position.
I hope my son is listening.
Yeah, what is the advice?
I know you have those feelings. I know you're in love. I know you're saying to yourself, this is it. This is it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if my best friends are talking me out of it. Listen to me. Reach down deep inside and don't get married. That's the best advice I can give you. Because, but that doesn't mean I'm not happy with my marriage. But the point that I'm trying to say to you is that marriage. We live in an environment and a culture where we have
Is my
developed.
emotional friend here to pick me up?
Yeah, I hope he's driving your emotional friend.
Really? All right, that's I got my Corvette.
Where we've developed this thing in our life that we feel like for some reason we have to shack up with one person. And, it's like being confined with a roommate you can't get rid of.
So get out of it.
No, I don't want it. But, no. Because I have children. But the thing is that if I can give any advice out there, believe me.
Wow, Sal.
Just stay in love, but don't get married. That's all.
Is that what you tell your sons?
Are you kidding me?
That's good.
Well, my son's turn 18. We're going to Tijuana. I'm going to show them how to be a man real quick. I'm going to show them. What women are really made of.
You're out of your mind.
It's okay. That's the way to practice.
You should look. So you're going to humiliate. You're going to stay in a bad marriage and continue to humiliate your wife the way your father did.
Not
how?
He's
reenacting. You just did it.
I'm going to teach my sons what love is really all about.
So what do you think you're saying to Christine? What are you saying to Christine? Now all the anger suddenly comes out. You're telling us now you're going to teach your sons that women. But you should keep moving on to the next one.
That's the message.
And the fact that they're going to go, well, aren't you married to mommy?
How about this?
Never lock yourself in with one.
I'm saying this.
So
to
mommy's
women. No, I'm saying this to women too. I'm saying to people, I think we would all get along better if nobody got married.
That's you.
Well, no, I believe
So you're telling Christine when
You're wrong.
asked her to marry you.
So you're telling everyone that it was a mistake to marry.
And gave her that ring.
No.
You made the biggest mistake of your life.
This is a huge, and you're going to tell your sons you made a huge mistake.
After you just spent an hour.
I think there's more hardships in marriage.
Not losing sight of what's going on.
So you made the biggest. You're going to tell your sons the biggest mistake in your life was getting married.
No,
their mother.
I'm saying there's more hardships in marriage than there isn't.
Wait.
We gotta
The
give
word
this up.
he's leaving out is bad marriage, Sal. Those rules apply to a bad marriage, not a good one.
Sal's saying that doesn't exist.
Well, you're lying.
You're going to tell your sons no such thing as good marriage, but you're married.
You just haven't seen it.
I'm trying. I love my wife, and I want it to be a good marriage. But there's so many hardships. I'm like, don't even bother stepping into that. Why bother?
All right.
You know
We
why?
gotta end this.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I got to end this because
I'm being helpful.
I got one last question.
Yes, go ahead.
This is call number 14. I got one last question. Christine, my 10 o'clock EF loves the view. Where'd you put the clicker?
We got it. Christine, thank you for
Robin,
coming
why do you
in.
look so disappointed?
I was disappointed in you because that's the first time you didn't realize your wife was not laughing when you were speaking.
Because I'm not.
Because he doesn't care.
He's trying to take some of it back. It's
Thank you, Artie.
Hurt her.
I'm not trying. How did it hurt her? The thing is that I love my wife.
I'm not going to tell you how it hurt her. I'm going to tell you that it hurt her.
Okay, but I'll tell you this. People who are in love right now, I'm saying take a step back and don't make the plunge so quickly because there's a lot of hardships. You won't see down the road.
You're going to say it again.
No, there's hardships in a marriage that you may not want to come.
How would you feel if your father said that to your mother?
Said what? My father said to me all the time, don't get married. You know what I mean?
So you're going to be just like him.
Yeah.
No.
The guy you were just crying about.
Good job.
But that's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to say
clearly Robert Young.
You know what? For the first time, thank God for your marriage, because for the first time you have the potential for real love. Thank God.
I
and
love
what a
my
gift
wife.
that would be to your
and
kids.
she's everything to me.
It's
and
not easy, though.
But
It's
the point,
painful.
You just said marriage is the worst thing. Now you love your wife,
the
and
point
she's
is that
everything.
It can't be done.
Hold
You've already
on.
set up an impossible task.
Okay, here's
one-on-one.
Here's what I meant. If you're in love right now and you're convinced that you want to be with that person for the rest of your life, don't take the plunge. Go another 5 years. And if you don't have kids and your emotions
So your
change,
kids are the problem.
You could veer away. No, kids are not the problem.
Oh, so
kids are
you
the greatest
would
thing that ever happened in my life.
your wife if it weren't for your kids, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying give yourself the opportunity.
So you
to
should have
see-
left after 5 more years, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that if you're in love right now and you're convinced that you're going to be in love for the rest of your life, don't jump into marriage so quickly. Give yourself an additional 5 years, see where your emotions go, so there's no tie-up.
That's not what you said.
But
that's what I meant.
For like
Don't.
6 years.
Yeah, I
We were married for
know.
5
I
years
know.
without kids.
I'm telling young people right now. Look, when you met me, you thought I was.
You're
the one-
telling young people not to get married.
Don't
You're
get married.
telling young
Fuck.
people that what you did didn't work either.
So you've given up.
Right.
No, I haven't given up at all. But
Sure
I'm
you had.
saying.
You said it didn't work.
I'm saying
thrown in the
emotions
towel.
are very misleading in the beginning of your life. Give yourself an extra 5 years, and I think if everybody gave themselves an extra 5 years,
So what if you
there would be so many
So
hardships.
what if you had given an extra 5 years? What would you have done? Not marry her, right?
No, I would have, because that still was good.
So you still what good
Make
is
it
an
10.
extra 5 years?
Make it
See?
10 years.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying
It never
what you
remains
did
the same. Listen, I've
didn't
done this work a long time. It never remains the same over the course of years and years. It always runs into some kind of complexity and some kind of pain.
Right.
I'm telling you, that's the nature of it.
Well,
The
that's the
question
thing.
is,
I've been through.
Doctor, give me the odds on this, and be very honest. Is there a 10% chance or 90% chance that this will work out? Because I say this is never going to work out. What do you say? Give
no,
me the
I
real
say
odds.
it's better than even odds.
Better than even odds. Okay,
and
there
you
it
know
is.
what some of the data is? That he runs that far
All
from
right.
his feelings.
Very good, Dr. Ablow.
It's not subtle.
Thank you.
The moment she has feelings, boy, is he out the door.
Dr. Ablow, thank you. And Christine, thank you. Thank you, Sal. And thank you, Heartbreak Kid. And thank you, Living the Truth, Transform Your Life Through the Power of Insight and Honesty, the new book from Dr. Keith Ablow. I have to take a
I'm
break.
a mess. That's all I know. I don't know where my head is
We
spinning.
established that.
I thought this was
We'll have
very...
dinner.
I am more confused than ever.
I'm completely drained.
We're gonna, emotional friend, I'm sorry. Dominic, quickly, what is it?
Last point, Sal, do you know you told your wife that you'll take her sons to Mexico so they can be real men? Now, let me ask you one question. Do you want to look at your wife and say, I'm sorry for what I just said? It's only because I'm hurting. Do you want to say that or not, Sal?
Yeah, I do. That's me shooting off my mouth.
Because you're hurting. What a
Yeah,
big
that's
day.
exactly it. Because when I said I want to take my kids to Tijuana to treat them,
Sal is like a suicide bomber.
Oh, my God, is he a mess? He just
a mess.
self-destructed.
Sal, I wish I learned as much as you did today.
it was my way of saying that
Not bad.
I don't know
what I asked.
Look at her when you say it.
When I said that I want to take the kids there, it was me venting my frustration, saying that I feel like
I'm hurting.
Yeah, that I'm hurting, that I am not getting the love and the affection that I feel I'm entitled to. I deserve through our relationship, and I feel like I'm being strung along.
And you never got it.
I did. I used to get it. I more than got it.
No, I'm saying in your life.
All right, I got it.
Never got it.
Emotional friend out there
All right,
waiting.
we're going to take a break and we'll be back. Believe me, Sal, you better get to work.
Really?
This woman's no. She's
I
hot.
know. My wife is.
You're going to lose her.
Am I going to lose you?
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's move on.
There we go. All right.
You're not going to lose her.
You know, the one thing that Sal should know, though, is if he doesn't go through this passage, he'll never get the love he wants.
No,
And
because
that's-
he'll find somebody else whose heart is, not available, and it'll be 5 years, as you said. Wait 5 more years, and your boys will say to you, "Man, why don't you have any kind of connection with our mom?" Well, because we didn't really ever get there, and I have a lot of anger about it and all that. You got to take a big risk. You got to take a big
Good
risk.
Time to leap.
I say 0 chance this is working.
I'm going to leap, all right.
We'll prove you wrong. I think we'll prove you wrong.
Paul, what is the problem? Quickly, please. I'm running. Hello? Yeah, Paul, are you there?
Yo.
You
Howard.
quickly say it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this Christine's coming off as a real She doesn't seem to be...
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I disagree.
Honest about her feelings towards the whole emotional friend. She never really says, what he did for her besides,
All right, that's your opinion. Go ahead, Mike. Quickly.
Yeah, Howard, I just want to say, Dr. Ablow, this is to you. After today,
yes,
you got the gist of Sal. Yes,
Christine definitely is blocked off, but just listen to this show for 2 weeks and just check if Sal has narcissistic personality disorder. Sal, I love you, but man, no one else has this ego like anyone
Does Sal
else
have mental problems, Dr. Ablow, in your professional opinion?
No, I'm not going to diagnose him with a personality disorder. I think what he has is a life, and it's a life that has some pain in it, and the poor guy is locked up in a way that he can't let his wife, who teeters on the verge of letting him in, he can't let her in. He keeps shutting the door, slamming it shut. If she takes a step toward him, she does the same thing. Right. We're going to teach them not to do that.
All right, very good. I like it. Thank you. We have to take the break. Thank you again, Dr. Ablow.
Christine, I'll see you at 2 o'clock.
All right. Christine evidently has an appointment as well. All right.
Call
we'll be back
number
right
11.
after these
We're just going to talk.
All right, so it's a beginning, right?
Dr. Keith, how did it go in there?
I think it went remarkably well. Look, I'm optimistic. I think that these two people were here. They were each brought to very emotional moments, and I think they have many chapters to their story going forward. It's just a question of making this like a plot point in the arc of their story. This can be a turning point. Do you guys think so, though? I mean, what do you think?
I think so.
Me too. I think any time that we make an effort to bring ourselves closer together, it's always positive.
And also, the other thing that I think is remarkable is, as I said when I was in the studio, the potential energy is so huge because both of you have kept such distance. They've both kept such distance from emotional intimacy and even from some forms, perhaps, of sexual intimacy, that's all yet to play out. Right? There's like huge fuel in the tank. And you just have to decide, okay, let's really turn the ignition. I'm telling you, it can be tremendous, and tremendous for your kids to remember. Yeah? So we'll have dinner?
Yeah, sure,
We'll have
absolutely.
dinner. That's good. All right, cool.
We'll go to Sal.
Sal and Christine, what did you guys think? Were you happy with it, or?
Yeah, I think it was interesting. I think you definitely hit on a lot of, accurate points.
Yeah.
I think.
And, this idea of the humiliation also, this is interesting for you to keep your finger on the pulse of that, because she takes that really to heart. It's one of the times that she fills up. When she feels that her feelings, which she does keep close to the vest, but when she feels like her feelings are trampled upon, she becomes overwhelmed with emotion. She can't really even sort of control it.
Right.
And that's a time to really look at her and say, look, God, I screwed up again. I mean, I just love you so much, and it's not something I saw maybe in my house, and, it breaks my heart what I just did.
I agree. I think every time I do something, even though I see it as a joke, if it's humiliating to her, it's just not a little humiliation. It just opens up wounds and wounds, and just I think she just sees this whole inferno.
She wants you to protect her.
Yeah.
She wants you to be, as she said, I want somebody who watches my back all the time.
Yes.
And that's going to be part of the key to her opening her heart, is that she feels protected.
And that's why it's hard for me, because even though I'm joking, that's my outlet. I do protect her. I do love her. And I would always be there for her. But I send her the wrong message by doing my little quirky jokes, which she finds humiliating.
Yep. And so you gotta, So you gotta hold back on those.
Right.
Right. And that's going to be a start too. And then even and I don't want to get too heavy, right? But one of the things to realize is how fortunate you are that you have the time and space to work on this. Because let me tell you, because I've done this work a long time, God forbid, God forbid there were an illness to confront in the family in any way. All of this, I know, because in your hearts you love each other, would be like over here, right? All this stuff, and you'd say, you know what, you want to know I have your back? I'm the one driving to the hospital every day if you need me to, because you're that level of actor in each other's drama.
Right.
But you can't feel it because day to day you think it's about the 143. Who cares?
Right.
Would this guy be there? No. He would. That's one thing we know. He would. He's the father of your kids.
What do you think the future holds for Sal and his wife, Christine?
I think they have a future. I think they're literally made for one another, but it's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to be tough. When you lose trust in a marriage, I mean, it's hard to build it back. But, I hope they fix it. They're good guys, and... But then again, I hope it takes a long time because it's great stuff for the radio.
I don't care.
You don't care if your coworker is happy, or
it's not my problem. He's not happy, and I know he's not happy. You see it on his face. He's not happy.
So he should probably just get divorced. What would you do?
She's got one foot out the door anyway.
All right. And you?
I agree. Same thing with him.
You think you don't care, or what?
Well, I mean, I want Sal to be, able to work with. So I guess I want him fairly happy, but I don't see either of them. I don't see it ending happily.
So you think the marriage is doomed?
I wouldn't say doomed, but it's not a pretty outlook at the moment, unless something happens.
What am I, a freaking crystal ball? What am I, a psychologist? What am I? They're done. Done deal, pal.
The marriage is doomed?
Fried.
I think I'd be
You can't, obviously, someone in that relationship is not happy.
What is it that I can't allow her to have?
So, it's going to take a long, hard, a lot of hard work to get back to where they'll be happy.
I think the future holds divorce papers. I think it's inevitable. I think they're at a point of no return. I don't know. It was clear by the body language of Christine, the whole interview. She had her legs crossed and she had her shoulder turned away from him and she barely looked at him. So to me, those are nonverbal communication elements that say, I hate you. So it's a shame. I mean, they make a good couple. It's just they have a lot of damage. So hopefully they work it out. I don't think they will. Let's see what time tells.
I think that they have a lot of work to do, and it's all about, if they want to do it. Sal seems to want to work a little bit harder than Christine, but I mean, what I got out of today was that Christine has a hard time showing her emotions, so it's not always obvious what she wants to do, but they're going to have to work really hard. It ain't going to be easy.
I think the future holds a lot more the same. I think they're really never going to work through their problems. I don't think they're probably going to get a divorce anytime soon because of the kids. I think they're just going to end up like a lot of American couples. We're just going to be, just stuck in a loveless, passionless marriage where they just tolerate each other living in the same house, but nothing much more than that. I think the future is very bleak. Unfortunately, because Sal and Christine are both great people, so I feel bad for them. I think they're on the road to nowhere, and I think it's a lonely, desolate, boring, horrible road to be on. So sorry.
I was just looking at Tim. So what was the word I got? Tim is now off the detox, or
he finished his 21 days.
How much weight did he lose?
26 pounds, he said.
And then Gary told me you got mad at Gary for asking Tim what his first real meal is going to be.
Gary's like one of those guys who's waiting to see you, go back to your drug addiction.
All I said was, Tim, congratulations, what's your first solid meal going to be?
No, that wasn't how he was saying.
So he starts talking and all this double talk, and I go, leave the cold crap out, just it's a simple question. What's your first meal going to be? And then you got mad.
I just said, why are you making such a big deal
why are you
about
making
the
a big deal?
solid meal? It's no big deal.
He wants to know. He's curious.
It's curious.
But he doesn't know.
Gary doesn't care how Tim feels.
How do you know that?
I know that because he wouldn't be treating him this way if he cared.
But you see, this is where you go off. Gary saying to Tim, what are you going to eat for your first solid meal? It's not a bad thing. He's not treating him badly.
And now you, who didn't see the whole conversation, are assuming that Gary told you the truth.
Well, I just heard what you said. You said you think Gary's sabotaging him.
Why are you harassing a man who's trying to regain his health? That's what I wonder.
What do you mean? Why is that harassment?
That's not a bad thing to do.
You feel that's harassment?
Yeah.
Asking a guy what your first meal is going to be?
Bothering him about anything. He's living his life. Leave him alone. He's not bothering Gary about what he eats, and God knows somebody should.
We bother Gary about what he eats all the time. As a matter of fact...
No, we don't.
I was watching Gadget Gary on Channel 11, which is Gary's new name.
Gadget Gary?
Stay right there, Tim. I'm not done with you. Gadget Gary. I get so much to talk about today. Gadget Gary. Like, how did that whole thing get started, Gadget Gary?
I don't know.
He's on Channel 11. Mm-hmm. I think he's
Is it a regular thing?
I think this is Gary's attempt, in case I leave radio, to sort of come up with a branching out thing. He's good at it.
Good. I mean, he loves he loves new gadgets. That's for sure his, major passion.
Gary can't come in now because he's dealing with Ozzy and Sharon, I guess, who just showed up. But so he's getting them together. But I'll remind me when we get back to talk about Gadget Gary.
All right.
But Tim, I don't think. See, Robin, what I'm hearing is, if Gary says to Tim, "What are you going to eat for your first solid meal?" I think he's curious about the diet.
And I didn't stay there long. I walked by the conversation. I said, "What's the big deal? What's the big deal?" And I walked away.
But you almost seem like you're
Now
protecting
I'm angry.
Tim.
No, I'm not protecting Tim. Tim doesn't need my protection. But I just think that this anger at Tim for changing his life
Who's
is
angry
crazy.
with Tim?
Everybody who's got him under a microscope watching everything he does. You guys have to realize
Gary.
you're the obsessed ones.
Robin, you're way out of line on this. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Right. I mean, I'm a 34.
Listen, the whole group here. We didn't think Tim. We didn't think Tim would make it a day, and Tim made it 21 days, and that's great. He lost a lot of weight.
How much weight did you lose?
About probably almost 30 pounds.
And I said if I didn't eat for 21 days, I'd lose 30 pounds.
No, I've been eating like crazy. I've been eating like crazy.
I'd probably die. But okay. So it's a big deal.
30 pounds is amazing.
It's a big deal that Tim made it through this whole thing. So now, today's the first day he's allowed to have a solid meal, and we were just curious what it was going to be.
Yeah, but why?
Because he's curious. Anytime
Robin,
a guy loses
take
weight.
yourself out of this and be normal. I mean, you're
normal.
but you're so attached to it that you can't see it.
I'm not. You know, again, he doesn't understand. He's obsessed with food, and we aren't.
You are obsessed
the whole world's fucking crazy except for you and Tim and Dr. Ron.
I'm when Gary asked me that, I was.
But the people who go on this extreme form of diet are obsessed with food. Everyone's obsessed with food.
No, we're not.
But sure you are.
No,
Tim can talk.
Food is fuel.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's going to. I have no clue. I'm not that like when he asked me that, I was kind of stunned because I really haven't thought about it. I really haven't.
So you don't know what your first. You haven't consulted with Dr. Ronnie and Robin about what your first meal is going to be?
I'll probably have maybe some.
But you have to get educated and find out what you can eat.
It's like a salad or something like that. I'm not craving anything.
What if you wanted a burger?
I'm not into that. I'm really not. I'm just not. I'm not.
So you
craving
have
anything.
thought about what you're going to eat then?
No, I haven't. I really haven't. I if I knew, I would say, you know what? I'm going to have a
today.
steak.
You're changing your diet to make it different from the last 30 days, and you haven't thought what you're going to eat.
No,
and you haven't asked Dr. Ronnie what you should eat.
Like salad or vegetables, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
they've given you guidelines, haven't they?
Yeah, right, exactly. They've told me like vegetables you start to incorporate into it, and a piece of fish or something. Or
Are you scared to start eating?
No, not at all.
You're not worried about it?
No, I have more control over food now than I did before. Much more control. Where I would walk, like the other day, I had lunch with Lisa Lampanelli, and we're downstairs at Del Frisco's, and she orders a steak and potato and salad and so forth. And I sat there with my green drink and didn't even think about. You know, in the past, I would dive into it and probably scarf down the tablecloth.
Right, you didn't stop and think about what you were putting in.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So
do you think that that's an insulting question that Gary asked?
No, not
you?
at all. Not at all.
I
Not
didn't
at all.
say he was insulting, but it's
No,
just like,
it
leave the
stunned
man
me.
alone. Why are you worried about what he's going to put in his stomach?
It's something I never even thought about.
Do I ask you every day what you're going to eat?
No, but when somebody's just lost 30 pounds and they're having their first solid meal, you say that's a showing interest. That's saying, hey, gee, what do you do next? Where do you go from here?
But I think he was more stunned. I think he was more. Gary was
interested.
Gary was more stunned at the fact that I didn't know. Maybe I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Today's
and that was the thing. You're saying I got angry. Gary was like, "Come on, drop the bullshit.
No.
Tell me what you're gonna eat."
Right, but no, because Tim started going to this whole like double speak, and I'm like,
I
it's
didn't
a
know.
simple question. But I am.
Wait a
I am
second,
shocked
Tim. You
that he
do
doesn't
know. You've consulted with Dr. Ronnie what
it's
the
going to be
parameters are.
it'll be vegetables or it'll be some kind of. I don't know. I don't know. I just have no. It's not one of my priorities right now. I've got my program that I do, and
but you have an idea of what you can and can't eat.
Exactly right. Yeah, I know what
That's
I can
what
and
Gary's
can't.
asking
Okay,
you.
that's what. If that's the question, yes, I know what I can and can't eat. But what am I going to eat? I don't know.
No, Gary was wondering about what the coming off the rehab meal was going to be like.
Right.
Are you going to go out and have your favorite steak?
I
That's
didn't say
what
that.
He
No,
wanted.
I did not say that. Somebody came over and said, "Are you going to Del Frisco's?" And Tim laughed. I genuinely want to know what the next thing is you can eat.
You can eat anything you want, basically.
Well, you can't eat anything you want because you can't. Can you have a steak and fries?
Sure, if you want, if that's what you want to do. But I don't want that.
No, he's asking within the parameters of your new diet, what are you going to eat this afternoon?
You eat healthy. You eat organic.
What does healthy mean? He doesn't
fruits, know. Organic vegetables. You eat fish or chicken. You eat.
Where do you go for that? Where do you get your lunch?
Anywhere. I can go anywhere, basically, and order that. Steamed vegetables. I can get. I can order it in from downstairs. I can.
You're going to eat steamed vegetables for lunch today?
Maybe. I don't know.
What kind of vegetables do you think you like? What do you like?
Let's
Gonna get a little broccoli
a
on
little
there?
broccoli, a little lettuce.
Do you dip it in
maybe
anything, or you just eat it straight?
Put a little olive oil on it.
Yeah.
You know. Eat
Robin,
right.
you agree with olive oil?
This is Tim's life. It's not mine.
But let me tell you something. Now I have control over food, where before food controlled me. So, and that's the way you saw what I was. I was like a pig. So I couldn't do it anymore. Enough is enough.
I mean, you still got weight to lose, pal.
Absolutely. I got about another 50 pounds to go.
Yeah, but you look good.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tim, I think
and I'm not going to ask you what you're going to eat.
Okay, I got to go back to work.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
And I want to be the first. I want to be the first to admit I'm controlled by food. I mean, I don't know why that's such a. I like to eat. I don't know why that's so insane.
By the way, your weight's out of control. I was watching you on
it's
Gadget
not
Gary.
insane, Gary. It's not insane at all.
By the way, Tim is starting a new 21-day detox in a few weeks. Is that true?
Yeah, next on probably Friday or Saturday.
Next Friday?
This coming Friday.
You're starting again?
Yeah.
I mean, that's round two?
Yeah.
Wow. What are you going to be, Arnold Schwarzenegger, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to get in shape.
Good for you. Hey, listen, congratulations.
You feel good. Why do you want to feel bad?
Right. No,
You know,
30 pounds is an
seriously, I
accomplishment.
work. You work during the day, and guys get wrapped up in this lifestyle like I did.
I admire you sticking with this.
Something's in your mind all of a sudden snaps, and you do it. And
I didn't think you had the ability to do this.
I do. When you find something that works, this was the only thing that I ever tried that worked, and I've tried it everything. Believe me.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Over the
right,
last year or so, absolutely.
We will listen to more tonight on your big special with Robin and Dr. Ronnie on Howard 101.
Please call in, Gary.
I'll be eating.
Can I ask? I just want to ask Tim something.
Let me tell you something. All the emails that I've got, I got so many emails over the course of the last 3 weeks from people that listen to the show that, all of a sudden come out and they say, you know what, I'm in the same situation that you're in. I couldn't believe it. The response that I got, like on Facebook and emails to, here at Sirius and so forth, that people want to know about it.
Right.
I smell a Tim Sabean book.
No,
you never tried
if
eating,
I can help somebody, absolutely.
You never tried eating less, just a smaller
I tried
portions,
it all.
and it wouldn't work for you?
Because food controlled me. I had such an urge to eat. The more I'd eat, the more I wanted. And it just kept snowballing like that. And that's why I picked up so much weight. I work a lot. I ate inconsistently. Now I eat every 2 hours. I can carry the program around in my top pocket. It's easy. It's simple. And I feel good. What more can I say?
All right.
You can't argue with success.
Tim, you look great, actually, and I'm envious of how you look. But are you okay? Like, you seem like you're in a daze or something.
Yeah, you're not joking, right?
No, I'm not joking because I'm actually serious. Because you are you're one of the most gregarious guys I've ever met. Like you come and you go, hey, what's up? He tackles you all the time, and now you look like you're sort of going to faint or something.
No, I'm more.
You're all right,
I think
right?
I'm more focused. I'm.
Good, all right.
No,
So,
you seem like there's just a sap of. You seem like the shell of a former self or something.
Well,
by the way, Steak is on the phone from Del Frisco. Steak. Nice steak.
Tim, I miss you.
Artie, you weigh 300, right?
When I went to Hippocrates and did my Tim little thing down there, I weighed 288 going in. When I left, I weighed 278.
And what do you think? You think you've maintained that?
No, I'm probably about 285 now.
Yeah.
I'm probably about back. Yeah, because when I went down there, they did an official weigh-in, and I was 288. And
so
I
you
lost
300.
I probably lost. But I was before them. But I probably had lived a little bit better going up to that. And then I lost about 10 pounds down there. So I'm probably back around 285.
Want to ruin your day and weigh in?
Huh?
Want to ruin your day and weigh in?
I don't care.
Go weigh yourself. See what you weigh. You too, Gary. I want to see what you weigh. I think Gary's almost up to you. I'm telling you, Artie.
Are you're thinking, no, they're no way the same.
You're saying Artie wants to get down to where Gary... Oh, it's not working. Oh, wait. Okay, now it is. You weigh 225. 225, though. He's a short guy. Who's taller, you or Artie?
Artie, I think Artie's tall. How tall are you, Artie?
Taller. Maybe a half an inch taller.
How tall are you?
It depends. 5'9", 5'10". I don't know. 5'9".
I'm like 5'8 and a half.
All right, Art, go ahead. Let me see what you're up to. Ooh. Yeah, you put on a few. 297. 297. He fell off the wagon a little on the food, but he's straight otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Maybe because you're sober, you're...
The last week I've been eating, but...
Well, yeah, we saw a little bit of an eating jag going on there the last couple of weeks. Remember that one day he was loading in like...
Yeah,
sometimes watching Artie eat gets distracting during the show, and I lose my train of thought.
I ate a lot this weekend, too. But...
Wow. 297, you went back up.
Well, down at this place, it's like it's like going to a doctor's office. They make you strip and get on one of those fucking things that's like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a little more accurate than that, but that was $288 down there.
You know, Gadget Gary ought to try testing out a treadmill as one of those gadgets.
He should keep harassing Tim about what he's going to do.
I'm not harassing him. You don't think
after him the whole
Robin,
time.
It's conversation, Robin.
It'll never work, Tim.
I know. I didn't say that.
You must be suffering.
See, Robin hears other people saying that because there's a lot of people out there that do that. That say, "Oh, you must be dying to go down to Del Frisco's and all that stuff."
Waving cupcakes in his face.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
Well, maybe I'm just getting on your case for all of the others.
You are. But I mean, Robin, again, take a step back. A guy has made a drastic move in his life where he has cut out food for 21 days. You think it's weird to ask him how it's going?
I don't think it's any of your business.
What is it in your business?
It's ridiculous.
I don't think it's in your business to ask what I want to talk to my friend Tim about.
I really don't. I don't think about what. Have I ever asked you what you're going to eat?
You're becoming a mother hen on this thing with Tim.
No. But really, have I ever asked you what you're going to eat?
If I didn't, let me ask you a question. If I didn't eat for 21 days, would you be a little interested? Answer yes. Forget about me.
I should be asking you what you're eating.
If I didn't eat for 21 days,
I ask him what he eats.
But I don't.
Well, that's you.
It's foreign to me because I wouldn't bother a person.
Listen,
you
would
have before you got on his diet.
You lost weight.
I didn't bother anyone.
Oh, stop it. Sure you do. You used to ask people how they do it or how they lose weight if you were interested. Come on. That's conversation.
In a sympathetic way. I don't stand in the hall and try to...
You've gone way overboard.
Like
you are so possessive of Tim.
He is
It's like your boyfriend.
Possessive.
Oh, you have completely...
He is telling Tim... I've had soup with him
Robin, you were answering Tim's questions like you were his wife.
No. He was telling Tim that, stop drinking. First of all, I've heard him on the wrap-up show saying Tim has drunk the Kool-Aid. Stuff like
I
that.
Said Tim drank the Kool-Aid.
He's indoctrinated.
And I've said that I think that in order for this to work for Tim, he's got to go into it full force and believe whatever he has to believe.
He keeps repeating, food controls me, but I don't control food.
Right.
He's got some new mantras going.
But those are all his.
They are.
You never heard me say it. Those are his own concoctions.
Yeah, he comes up with things.
We have a list.
It's not like Ronnie did it.
So, Tim, dieting is hard enough on its own. Never mind every step of the way having to be sort of everything broken down by Howard and everything. Is this really making things that much more difficult for you?
No, I love the challenge. People, say that you can't do something. That just makes me want to do it all the more. And this program that I'm on is so simple and so easy that anybody can do it. And you're feeding your body every 2 hours. You can carry the program around in your pocket. And it's so simple. And the results speak for themselves. Success is success. So mvdiet.com is Dr. Ronnie's site. If you're interested, go on it, and it works.
So you're hooked.
I'm not hooked. I'm just into it. I feel good, and you can't argue with feeling good. So that's what it's all about.
Was Gary's question to you about eating, was it as evil as Robin's trying to make it out?
No, not at all. It threw me off because I really haven't thought about it. Their persona is that I haven't, eaten food in the last 3 weeks, which is, true. I haven't chewed in the last 3 weeks, but because I'm satisfied with the nutrients that this program provides, that it really after a few days you really lose your appetite or your desire for things because you're totally satisfied. And I was kind of thrown off because I really don't know, or I really haven't considered. I know what I can't eat, or should eat, but when you feel good, you don't want to put anything in your body that's going to make you feel bad again. So that's kind of the premise of the whole program.
Avoid shocking the system.
Exactly. You ease into it, and but you feel good. You want to continue to lose weight and feel good and so forth. So why would you want to put something in that's going to slow down that process?
So Gary, absolutely no malicious intent before when you asked him about what
No. I break his balls a little bit. I'm definitely breaking his balls, and I'm surprised he got this far. But I've never said we got to go to Del Frisco's to get a steak. I've never put a cupcake in front of his nose. I've told him flat out that I'm surprised that he got this far. I did not think he'd make it this far. And I was really interested to find out, what are you going to eat now that you're going to eat?
So why do you think Robin becomes so defensive over this program? And so
because I think that if Tim fails, it makes the program look bad, and Robin's a big supporter of the program. And I think Robin also wants to see Tim succeed. But, she clearly she really believes in the program, and she wants to see people succeed on it.
But given the circumstances and the environment here, Tim's going to get ribbed a little bit. She's got to roll with it, I think.
Well, I mean, to act like, if she wasn't involved in this program, to act like she wouldn't be us is insane. She'd be doing what we do because, she's too close to it. I said that to her on the air.
Robin, you were very upset with Gary today when he...
Oh, here we go. I would not characterize it as upset. Did you get it on camera?
Yes.
And you thought I was very upset?
I thought you rushed to the defense of Tim and the program very quickly when Gary could have just been teasing Tim.
Yeah, but who needs that? Why is everything that Tim does about, changing his diet, changing his health, subject to the ridicule of these people here?
Well, I think he was...
I just collapsed. Maybe I better eat something.
Yeah, seriously. This isn't a good advertisement for your program. Maybe Gary was right. Maybe Tim does need a steak.
Yeah, let's do that again.
I think because Tim is known as sort of a steak and potatoes guy around here. He's one of the guys. He goes out to eat. He's been known to love food.
Right.
And now that he's, made such a drastic change, that's why he's getting, catching some heat or getting ribbed a little bit.
So you admit he's catching some heat.
Absolutely.
And so my coming to his defense is a very natural thing because he's catching heat.
But it was almost portrayed as though Gary was trying to throw him off his game, trying to throw him off his diet, when I don't think Gary was being unsupportive. I think he was just teasing him a little bit, and you seemed very upset by that.
Well, again, why is whatever anybody does here everybody's business? I think there's an emphasis on it. That's all. It's like somebody's trying to change something. It's not easy to change your life. Give a person a break. How about giving them a little support?
So you're drawing a little bit from your own personal experience, the way Howard sort of criticized you the entire time.
Absolutely.
You changed your way.
Absolutely.
So you're saying, look at my result and wait till you see
I'm
Tim.
saying I had to endure. I don't want to see somebody else endure it alone. I was alone.
Well, and also because you were so successful.
I certainly didn't get any help from you. So... I was alone.
But you were
hitting on you again?
No. I'm making an adamant point that I don't hit on him, okay?
Whatever the kids call it these days.
The kids.
So you're saying, look at my success and,
No, I'm saying I was alone, and it simply offends me that you don't get support for doing things around here. And when I heard that, and I've heard it over and over again, maybe I came down on Gary in a way that was probably more... for someone else around here who, because I see this all the time. Every time I walk through the halls and Tim is here, people are getting on his case.
So Gary bore the brunt is what you're saying?
Yeah, for everybody, right. Because everybody's doing it.
But you think Tim's on the right path? He's gonna do this. He's gonna lose the next 50.
I think that Tim should run his own life.
Gary's a good guy. Beth and I were watching him on TV, and I go, Gary's a really good producer. And Beth goes, Gary's such a great guy. Don't you always feel like when Gary's around, everything will be okay? So I was like, wow, Gary's really getting some props.
That's nice.
Yeah. I do love Gary, but then he was on, then they interviewed him on CW11 some more. Like, he was the whole show, and they were asking Gary, what he's going to do if I leave.
Oh, really?
Can I come in and talk about what the weird part was for me?
And I said to Beth, I go, there's my nightmare. I mean, Gary's got wife and kids. And if I leave, who the fuck is going to hire him?
Channel 11.
Now he's scrambling around trying to be Gadget Gary, so that just in case I leave.
That's not true.
And I got all sad.
I
can't leave because of you.
But no, leave if you want to. Because listen, I'm almost 50 years old. How long are you going to be responsible for me?
I don't know, but
you shouldn't feel responsible.
Because Gary goes, I don't know. Maybe I'll go into television. Maybe I'll be executive producer of the Channel 11 News. And I'm going to myself, oh no, Gary doesn't have any news background. He doesn't have any television background.
Show.
They're not going to hire you. I'm doomed. I got to worry about you the rest of my life.
So supportive. You know what the weird part of that was? That was for
and
me.
He's a great producer, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening,
he really is. He's amazing.
It's like you try to give a daughter away for marriage.
I know. He's a terrific producer. A lot of fun.
Does he come with a dowry?
He's very in control.
I feel weird, like, because I wanted to talk to Artie about this morning.
If I get you a job somewhere, then I can leave, right?
You can leave no matter what.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole group of behind me is Will and Jason who just got married, and Scott DePace with a wife and kids, and John Hahn with a wife and kids.
No, and that's the other one. That's the other two names I always pull out.
What?
Will and Jason. The hell are they gonna do?
They're gonna come with me.
Yeah, where?
We don't know yet. Oh, I know where we're going. I'm going to produce the Robin Quivers show. We got a whole plan. We're all going. Robin's getting a TV show. I'll produce it.
There
Those guys
you
will
go.
come.
Well, now we got a plan.
Will and Jason have experience, helping produce this show. I mean, they could produce television.
Well, you're acting like Gary doesn't have that experience.
No, I'm not acting. I'm saying Gary as well, of course, but so do Will and
All right,
Jason
here,
on
wait.
some level.
Let me get to the point. If anyone out there will hire Gary, we'll throw Jason in for free.
It's a package deal.
But don't you think that it almost? I know that you're worried about everybody, but don't you think it makes Will and Jason feel bad that if you leave, they can't find work? As if they
No, I don't think they feel bad.
I think it's going to make them feel real bad if I leave and they can't find work.
But I think that they're very qualified to go and be segment producers on shows, on really big shows.
Let me ask you, what are the first 5 shows you think you could be producing?
Me or them?
You.
I think they have a better shot at getting a job than I do.
Why?
Because they don't ask for as much and they're qualified in a very special area. Like Will is a researcher and a segment producer, and he could do that on almost any show. He's that good.
He could absolutely do. You don't deal with these guys anymore, and I can't wait, hopefully, to get to that level. But when I do Conan and Letterman, these guys who are my segment producers, Will could do that.
Yeah, but most of those
with
guys
his
are
eyes closed.
comedy writers.
Not all of them.
Also,
No, and different kinds of shows, they don't necessarily have to have a comedy background.
Right. The guy at Letterman.
All right, you're making me feel better.
And Jason, who doesn't produce as many segments, does it a lot too. And again, he's involved and he's really smart. And I think that especially Will, because he does that specifically, could get a job tomorrow at any number of places.
Jerry Springer?
No, I mean like anywhere from
Oprah?
Jon Stewart to a Tonight Show or a Letterman.
I know what you're saying, though. The segment producer, he doesn't have to be a writer per se, but he's got to have an understanding of comedy because he's, telling what you said to Dave or whatever. And Will certainly has that. I mean, Will's knows comedy, I think.
Was Frank Gannon a comedy writer?
He was a speechwriter.
But he was your segment
He
producer.
was a writer, though.
For Nixon.
But what kind of writer?
He was working for Nixon.
Right, so he wrote speeches, but how did that translate to what he could bring
I
for
don't
Dave?
know.
He just had a good
Write me a
understanding.
snappy line, Frank.
I just think he had a good understanding of how to talk to somebody and translate that to Dave and turn it into questions.
I hope you're right. You're making me feel better. That's good. All right. Everybody's all set.
But
then.
again, the question is...
Sounds like these doors will be opening up for everyone.
When will you tell us?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, seriously.
I don't know myself what I want to do.
But I mean, do you think, when you say you'll give us notice, do you think like a week is good?
I tell you what, I'll give you my notice now. Just if you find a job, fine, and then if I stay here, then I'll get
the last person you told that to went to the Tonight Show.
You think about it.
I hope everyone ends up at the Tonight Show.
But I mean, really, what do you think is an adequate amount of time to tell a staff?
2 weeks. Is that enough time for you? All right, 3 weeks. You want? What do you want me to do? I don't know.
If you think about it, it's at this point it's April. I mean, it's only really a year and a half.
Well, listen. Here's the point.
That's why I said to him, he doesn't have 2 more years.
I can't believe how fast that went by. It's a year and a half left.
But here's my point. So let's say I'm here, and I have every intention of leaving. And then Mel walks in and he goes, "Okay, you can be here X amount of days. You can do this. I only want this amount of shows. Blah 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 blah." So suddenly there's something interesting to do.
Sure. Yeah, but what if means...
what if I told you that I was leaving, and then all of a sudden I'm staying?
But what if somebody got a job somewhere else? Would you be mad at them that you said you were leaving and somebody got a job?
I was reading an article the other day saying that something like Google might even approach me to change their whole business because I'm the only one who seems to be able to get things started.
I mean, people were. There was a great article the other day that said that at the end of your run here, that you could end up just getting a studio
and doing your own
thing and sending content out to everybody.
So what if I do that?
I'm interested.
Well, I was looking for you.
Can't he get an interview?
Send me your resume.
What?
I've only got one thing on it.
Can't he get an interview?
I'll hire that Techno Beaver guy, though. He's around.
I'm starting to think about that name's not so bad.
You want to know something? Not only is Techno Beaver good, but you got to wear the costume.
No.
Nothing over your face, just like the big fur.
I got to say, I can't be the guy on TV like the weatherman. I can't wear antlers. I mean, I do it here
God, it'd be
for
great.
you, but I'm not going to go on the news in a fucking beaver costume.
Oh, my God. You would be the biggest thing. First of all, kids would love you.
Now syndicate that.
You want to know something? Fred, I'm being dead serious.
I know.
Gary, I'm telling you.
I'm with you.
If you wore like you just showed up at a beaver thing, and you're the beaver gadget guy.
Techno Beaver.
I mean, it'd be amazing.
And you give it 4 slaps to the tail instead of 4 stars.
I mean, I'll tell you what, you'd probably get on NBC. Fuck Channel 11.
Well, see, here's what's going on. The problem in this whole thing with with being like a gadget person is for years it was just a guy who worked in a magazine or whatever. Now everybody figured out get a hot chick.
Yeah, well,
so it's like now there's like smoking hot chicks.
So what are you going to do?
Hot chicks are a dime a dozen. Techno Beaver is only one.
That's
so
why you got to be Techno Beaver.
There's a chick from CNET who's on CBS Early Show.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Really cute chick.
So Techno Beaver's looking better and better.
All right,
you come on and you're Gary, the gadget guy.
How are you going to compete with her?
And you know what? To kids, you're just some old dude who's sitting there with gadgets and creeping them out.
But I have to talk to
Beaver.
I'm talking to my generation.
Yeah, but if you were Techno Beaver, everyone would want you.
You better copyright that, too, because apparently there's some company in the United Kingdom, they call themselves Techno Beavers Limited.
Uh-oh.
What do they sell?
They don't sell anything. They do tax returns, audit, and management accounts.
See, they're not afraid of being Techno Beaver.
I bet the president doesn't wear the outfit.
He should.
Can you imagine somebody showing up to do your taxes in a beaver costume?
You make like a rating system. I give this 5 beaver teeth, 5 beaver teeth.
Or 5 slaps of the tail.
Yeah. You got a big tail. That'd be great.
Big paddle tail.
Techno Beaver.
Let's go into the Techno Dam and check out the new
Talk
modems.
to the people at CW11. I bet you they love it.
Develop a techno dance.
They'd love anything that you would talk about like this.
If you go on as Techno Beaver, I will get them the highest ratings of their life.
Can you imagine, like the gadget you like the best that gets a dance, the techno dance?
You could do the whole thing from the middle of a stream when you're building a dam. Lined up on my dam today is a new gadget I just found.
Look at how easy this would be. Now he doesn't have to do the segment live. It's on video.
This is exactly the costume I'm thinking of. Just put Gary's face in there. There it is.
Let me see it.
It's exactly it. That's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's the idea is right.
It's the same idea.
Got a picture of it. Techno Beaver. Look at that, John.
And that music can only mean it's Techno Beaver time.
You know how fucked up this is, Howard?
Yeah.
DePace told me somebody already went and bought the domain name technobeaver.com.
Oh, my God.
You give that back.
Well, that's why they know a good
Now
idea.
you need that.
Bought at the pace. Be funny, too, if, Gary built a gadget out of, he built like a dam out of gadgets that he doesn't like. Like that goes into my dam.
Yeah.
Because it's not good, so I can, keep the water away.
This gadget goes to the bottom of the river because it's a piece of doo-doo.
and then he can eat through the products he doesn't like and save the ones he does.
He opens the packages for the state.
I'm not putting this one in my dam.
He opens the packages with his teeth. Oh, that's too much.
So, Gary, Techno Beaver aside, where do you see yourself in what industry and what capacity? If you had to predict right now,
I see myself producing a show. I see myself working in television. I've met with a lot of people who work in the industry who seem to think that there's a place for me. Howard obviously not being one of them. He thinks you have no TV experience and I'm not a comedy writer, that I can't get a job. But I think I could get a job. But having said that, it's scary to think about having to go out and look for work. I haven't looked for work in 25 years. By the time it's done, I will not have looked for work in 27 years. So that's rough.
But in turn, those 27 years could give you.
Oh, sure.
Make you invaluable.
Listen, I think I have great experience. I bring a lot to the game, but you'll never know what it is. I'll never know what my value is, so I'll have to go out and test it. It's easy for people to say to me, I don't think you'll have any trouble getting a job. Yeah, you'll have no trouble getting a job. But then I'm the one who has to go out and get a job. So I think about it all the time.
Now, Howard also mentioned he's worried about guys like Jason and Will, behind the scenes guys like that. And you sort of alluded to the fact you'd like to take them with you.
Listen, I've told them that a bunch of times. I mean, I wish if I could take the core of that crew with me to a show, but of course I have nowhere to go yet. But if I went somewhere and I were running my own show, I would clearly think of those guys first because I know what they can do, and I think that they're undervalued.
So you'd come back to the island to get them.
If I could, sure. Right. Yeah, I have a great comfort zone with those guys, but like I said, I think Will's as good as any segment producer that's around right now.
When this show is all said and done,
yes.
Can your job right now translate, as Artie seems to think? Can you become a segment producer or researcher at a different in a different format?
I plan to become a starter at a golf course. I know that job usually goes to 85-year-old men, but I'm starting a new generation of starters.
No, don't be such a smartass. I want to know what your plans are after this.
I think I could catch I think I could get a job as a segment producer on a show, either a talk show, or probably a talk show or like a tabloidy show.
Where will you target, and how long will you wait for Howard to decide?
Well, I know firsthand that Maury Povich,
it's a lot of work.
Jerry Springer, and the great Steve Wilkos just moved their shows to Connecticut. So those are 3 opportunities. The great, what's his name? What's that guy that's on Saturday Night Live? Jimmy Fallon, who I've always thought is hilarious. Just started a show here in Manhattan, and I love the guy. I've been a fan for years, so it'd be great to maybe head over there. So was Letterman. I'm sure everyone there has been a million years over there. Jon Stewart. I'm not going to LA, I can promise you that. For less than.
And she probably said to the reporter,
But a lot of these shows have established staff members and positions. How do you plan?
Then I'll kill their staff members and then I'll fucking get in. All right, Dick? Why you got to bring that up?
And she went on.
Maybe one of them will get pregnant
Can
or
I
some
use the
shit,
language thing?
or raped, and not want to go to work.
Oh, gross.
Making it seem
gross.
like saying, I'm his mother just as much as his mother.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Otherwise, just have the old lady support me.
I started reading some of the fine print.
Mr. Kaplan.
Yes, sir.
You were mentioned in Howard's, let's call it worry report. He was worried about you and Will.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing? Are you worried?
I'm very worried. I think about it all the time. Look, I've been spoiled. I got this job right out of college. It's one of the best jobs on the planet to have. And I haven't really been put in a position to go out and look for a job since my first job at Roy Rogers in high school. So it scares me. I think about it all the time. And it's kind of, you don't want to make too many plans because Howard's contract's up in a year and a half. It's like, you don't want to make any plans that extend past a year and a half because you don't know what my deal's going to be.
Well, how long do you wait for him to make the decision? Or do you just go proactively and try to get something going before that?
I think starting in January 2010, the last full year of the contract, is when I'm going to start looking at things seriously in terms of figuring out what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go under the assumption that Howard is not coming back unless I hear otherwise, because you don't want to be caught with your pants down. And hopefully my goal here is that somebody else goes on to do something good and I can just latch on.
But you want to stay in this industry, entertainment, radio, television, something like that.
I don't want to get a real job. I love radio, I love television, I love producing. I'm hoping John Hine comes up with another brilliant $1 million website idea and he'll hire me to, get him coffee or something. Maybe Gary will get a good job someplace, or I hold out hope for the pace, but he's really the one that's screwed after all this. It's very hard to find a TV show where nobody moves ever to direct, but it's scary. I don't know, Greg. I don't know. We all don't come from Chatham, okay, with a golden fucking spoon in our mouths. A lot of us have to go out and scrape.
I can't wait to just eat from that golden spoon. Richard, if someone were to be writing the book of Richard Christie, your biography, and we've gotten up to the point of the Howard Stern years, what comes in the next chapter?
In the next chapter?
Yes.
First off, it'd have to be a book that you could read at the 4th grade level, because I'm pretty dumb, so I'd be able to read my own biography. It'd have to be written for dummies like me.
A lot of pictures.
Lots of pictures, yeah. It'd be like See Pug Run. It'd like See Richard Prank. Richard makes pranks. Richard prank calls. That would be my biography. I'd like to make it simple so everybody can read it. But the next chapter, I mean, who knows? You know, if you'd asked me this 5 years ago, I would have never thought my next chapter would be licking Sal Governelli's balls and getting my nuts shocked and showing my butthole to millions of people on TV. So you never can tell. I don't like to make predictions. I just kind of go with the flow, like the dude from Big Lebowski. You know, whenever life deals you a bad hand, just do like the dude and just say, fuck it. Fuck it. That's what I'm thinking for my future. Fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. I am, making some plans and stuff, but you just got to be positive. Like to go into movies, specifically horror movies, and maybe TV, maybe do some stuff in music again. I want to have my hand in every little pot that I can.
I see you as more of an online masturbator right off the bat.
Well, when I get desperate, maybe I'll have a jack-off cam or something like that. But my hope is that Howard's going to re-sign, and I'll be able to stay here I could stay here for the rest of my life and be happy.
All right, sounds good.
Great.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Lisa Glassberg takes shits at
what do you have for us, Lisa? Lisa's setting up. Takes her a little while. Hold on. Doesn't want to ruin her hair. Go ahead, Lisa.
All right. Cancel.
What are you doing?
My iPad got messed up because I threw it onto the couch, so all the copy moved up.
All right. Just take your time.
Sorry.
That's all right.
A mass shooting at a club in Tempe, Arizona has led to a change of venue for an upcoming Ronnie's Block Party show.
All right.
16 people shot at a club that's adjacent to the venue where Ronnie and the gang were supposed to perform. So they have changed the venue.
All right.
So that's the latest thing with that. And what's more, we have learned that Scott the engineer now has a new demand. He wants more leg room.
Oh, did you hear about
the
this?
Flight.
Yeah, he's nuts. Scott the engineer, you know the story.
Every time he comes in, he says he doesn't make demands, and all we hear about are demands.
He's the guy who got Shuley and all these guys to put him on the bill. He now went and he says to Ronnie...
Here he is, shaking his head again.
No. I heard the whole story. He says to Ronnie...
Not a demand.
Yeah,
I don't know, why people turn a request when the guy's booking the flight. I'm tall. I need... When you're sitting in coach, it's very cramped. I need an aisle seat or something with a little more legroom. That's all I said.
So, Ronnie...
So what is it? People do that every day.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
I don't know what the problem with that is.
I'll tell you. You want to know the problem? I'll tell you.
Yeah, you people get so excited about somebody making a request.
I'm not doing business with you. So Ronnie and Shuley start hearing Scott bitching about this. Why is he bitching to them about it?
I didn't bitch.
He wants them to pay $80 more for his aisle seat.
Hold it.
And Ronnie said to him, you want an aisle seat? Go get an aisle seat, but you pay the $80. Why does it have to come out of my take?
I never said anything about the money. Aisle seats don't cost any more money.
That's what the boys, that's why they're upset.
Well,
Shuley, tell them.
They're crazy.
Shuley, what's going on?
They fucking want to start something, and it's not true.
I heard about it all yesterday in the car when I'm trying to relax.
I never said anything about money. I never said not one word about money.
Your life is interfering with mine. Yes, Shuley.
No, I know Ronnie's upset about this, and, I think there's some other issues that Ronnie might be upset with Scott about.
He's upset about everything. When the guy was booking the flights, I said, just can you get me an aisle seat? And if you can't get me an aisle seat, get me the exit row.
All I know is Ronnie said it was coming out of his pocket.
Whatever it is, I don't have any problem with the money.
I can understand you asking for more leg room.
Right. He's average size.
He's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over here.
Is a little tall for those seats.
No.
You and fucking Ronnie, the midgets, have no problem sitting in the fucking plane.
I look over at this guy on the flight. Listen to this. It's so ironic.
Really?
I look over. He doesn't even try to sleep. He just stares at the back of this
I can't sleep on a plane because it's uncomfortable. I'm telling you.
He can't do anything. He just stares at the back of his chair. And I ask him, I go, what are you doing the whole time? He goes, I'm listening to Sirius Pulse on the and I'm like, how ironic that a guy who barely has a pulse is listening to the Pulse.
Come on, you guys.
Ronnie, what's going on with this?
Ronnie,
it comes out of your tape, right?
What's bullshit?
The $80
I never complained about money.
I didn't say you complained about money.
You told me yesterday he wants to take the $80
Yeah,
out of your tape.
I told him if he wants extra leg room, I said take it out of your cut.
And I didn't have a problem with that. If it costs extra.
Why? He says he has no problem with that.
If it costs extra.
No, he didn't say that yesterday.
Right. What did he say yesterday?
He called the guy who promotes, books us, and he said, I have to have a seat with extra leg room. He didn't say anything about him paying.
The guy goes, yeah, but it comes out of your cut.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I never said no.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go anyway.
Well,
what do you mean I don't?
He doesn't want to go.
That's what I think Ronnie's really upset about, Scott.
What's going on?
I think Ronnie's upset. We're doing this weekend at the end of this month in Chicago and Arizona, and JD's filling in for Scott.
And you guys actually...
But why isn't he going? That's what I want to know.
Couldn't
why?
Go. I had a previous...
Why can't you go?
I had a previous commitment.
What
okay?
commitment? I want to know the address of this place you're going.
I'm going to San Francisco. I don't have it in my
we're not
head.
talking about San Francisco.
I'm going
now.
to Toronto.
I know it's too much travel for you, but listen, dude. You know what I'm doing that weekend? I'm doing Chicago. I'm doing Arizona. I'm coming back that night, unpacking, repacking, and I'm going to Tampa with Howard in the morning.
Wah.
So why can't you go? So why can't you go? Why can't you go?
Because I have a previous commitment.
I want to know what it is.
On that
Scott,
Saturday.
Where are you going?
Why did you let him book these dates?
I told him originally when he booked that weekend, I might have a problem with that weekend.
I think the fact that he saw Ronnie.
Originally, here's the problem why they don't trust Scott. Originally, Scott said there was a wedding, but now we hear there's no wedding.
I didn't say that.
So he makes up shit.
Tell us there was a wedding.
There is a wedding.
But you're not going anywhere.
That's not what Shuley said.
What did Shuley say?
There was no wedding.
Who said that?
Shuley.
I don't.
Is there a
Shuley,
wedding?
I have a wedding. I don't know what the fuck.
I've heard different
He's so
things.
guilty. Look at that face.
I'm not guilty. I said to him, no, he said the show's sold out. We're going to do really well. I said, well, maybe the wedding will be canceled. I was joking.
I don't think
him.
you were. He said
I was joking with him about, I don't have a wedding.
In all seriousness, we had 2 dates at the end of this month. The one in Arizona, the venue we were originally booked at, had some issues, and we were possibly going to cancel the Arizona
3 people
show.
got killed there.
So we were
now you know the real reason I'm not going.
So we were possibly going to cancel it. So it ended up being there was a possibility that there was 1 show instead of 2. Well, all of a sudden, Scott goes, oh, well, I might be able to get back in time to keep my previous engagement and still just go do that 1 show. I think Ronnie makes a very good point that he doesn't want to travel. He doesn't want to.
I don't pick and choose. It's the only one that I can't do. Everything else is fine. So I don't know how I pick and choose.
You didn't want to go to Canada either because it was 1 show.
I'm going to Canada.
Yeah, but you didn't want to.
I got a passport. I'm going to Canada. So what's the fucking problem?
Because it's a problem. You're acting like it's not now. They have to beg you to do these shows.
Nobody begged me to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Like I come to these guys, I go, hey, we got this date. Are you guys good with this date for a show? And 3-4 months from now, Ronnie, yes, no problem. Scott, okay. Then the next day, Scott, I have a question about this. I have a question about that. And then everything starts leading up to the show. And he'll tell me, just email me the hotel itinerary.
Sometimes I'm anal. You never get information. The fucking guy bitches and moans. He goes, oh, the guy stuck me in the middle seat, coming back, and I had to sit. See, this is why I want to make sure that I'm comfortable. If I'm flying 6 hours, I want to be a little comfortable, not like you who are stuck complaining about a middle seat. Okay?
Scott, all
but
you do is
he
complain.
still did it.
All you do is complain.
I'm doing all the shows except for that next weekend. I'm doing everything else.
Why aren't you doing this weekend? Why aren't you doing it?
Just be honest.
Tell the truth. Do you really have a wedding?
Yes.
Where?
I don't know. What's
the name of the place?
Down at home. I don't have the
It's
information.
down at home.
I said it's written down at home.
You don't know. Come on now.
I don't have the information with me.
Whose wedding is it?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Whose wedding
It's
is
a
it?
cousin, a family cousin. So
That's all right,
Family
Scott.
cousin?
Scott, we got Debbie the pet lady now. We don't need you.
Cousins are
We got Debbie now. We have Debbie now.
You know he's lying.
I meant
He's
to say
lying.
it's a family function.
You don't say
It's a
family cousin.
It's a cousin.
my cousin.
Who?
A
What's the
family
name of the
uncle.
cousin?
Uncle Fester's cousin?
What's your cousin's name?
I have it written down at home.
You have the name
You don't know your
written down.
cousin's
Why am I
name.
being grilled here?
You don't know your cousin's name.
I have to. I have a lot of cousins.
Whose side of the family?
It's on my my father's side of the family, which is very humorous. Okay,
It's very humorous.
numerous. There's a lot of people in the family.
You say this is just smelling like bullshit. It's smelling like bullshit, right?
You gotta do this on stage.
Yeah. Why didn't you guys talk to him on stage?
Oh my God. family cousin.
Are you going to call in like I did?
I'm going to be busy.
What do you mean?
Are you really going to? I want you to swear on your son's
I'm
life
not doing
you're
that
going.
again.
Are you going? Swear on your son's life you're going to a wedding.
I'm not doing that again. No.
Swear on your son's life you're going to a wedding.
I'm not swearing at anybody or anything. Okay. So.
All right. So you're lying. We know you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Because when you're telling the truth, you right away swear on your son's life.
I don't. I wouldn't do it the last time. No, I did it on the wrap-up show, but I wouldn't do it here, and I'm not going to do it again. So I'm not doing that.
You know he's going to call us from like
Why?
some.
Your son will be fine if you're not lying.
I'm going to. All right. You want me to call in? I'll call in.
Scott will call in from a bar down the street. Yeah, about the wedding. It's pretty crazy.
No, I'm going to set my DJ equipment
I would
up at
almost
home
bet you.
He's going to call in from his backyard.
I bet you he's not going to a wedding.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, why don't we put a camera on him on
I
Sunday?
can't go.
Oh, can Howard TV come with?
Howard
the
TV.
wedding?
No, I don't
they're
think
going to
the
cover
people like,
the cousin's wedding.
They just want to go
on your father's side.
No,
from
that's not going to happen.
John Lieberman's standing right behind me. Say it loud, John.
I'll cover the wedding. I'll be there. I'll just stand outside, watch all the guests come in.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Howard TV said they'd shoot the wedding for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no wedding.
Okay.
Tell the cousin. Free video.
It's a cousin, a family cousin.
I believe his name is Anchovy.
Anchovy.
Cousin Chovy.
Yes. Family.
They're very close. I have the name written down at home.
The name is written down.
Salty balls.
Artie Choke.
Cousin Choke.
You don't need me anymore.
Cousin Artie Choke. He's lying.
Bob D. Wire.
You're lying,
But
dude.
in all seriousness, like Scott, in all seriousness, it could come
Scott,
down.
can we have you take a lie detector test?
Yeah, fine.
All right.
Lie detector. He won't even swear.
Listen.
What?
It could come down. Let's say hypothetically that a weekend we book, they really want you to do it.
Dude,
And
when you're in a business with people, when you throw in with people, and this is the business you advocated and wanted,
yes,
you can't pick and choose your days.
I'm not picking and choosing.
You are.
This is the only.
You didn't want to go to Canada. You didn't want to go to this one.
Well,
now you're going because they pressured you.
I didn't say I didn't want to go to Canada.
Oh, yes, you did. I'm not going to Canada. I'm not going to Canada.
No, he said like
Dude,
that.
come on
No,
now.
that was busted balls.
All right.
I'm going to Canada.
Yeah, but now you're going to Canada.
No, I was going all along.
No,
I never
you
said I
weren't.
wasn't going
These
to
guys
Canada.
are selling shows based on you and Ronnie.
I realize
package
that.
deal.
Yeah.
I know. I realize that.
Why do you guys continue to book shows with them? Get JD.
We got JD. Now JD's another guy. He does
He's
great.
another
The
complainer.
turnout, not necessarily a complainer, but I just don't get why he wouldn't want to do
All right,
this.
so he doesn't want to. At least he's up
We
front.
got
about
Debbie
it.
Right.
the pet lady now. She's we're booking a show on Long Island. We're putting her on.
Are you?
Yeah.
We're gonna have her strapped in a dolly like Hannibal Lecter.
Mike, go ahead. You're on the air with the boys here.
Hey, good morning, Howard. Hey, we saw the block party in Hartford, and it was great. Shuli was great and everything, but, I mean, Scott shouldn't even
I
get
didn't do
paid
anything. He sat there on his
Wait a
ass.
second. I can't hear what the guy's saying. What did you say, Mike?
I said Scott shouldn't be getting paid $80 total to be there. Never mind asking for an $80 upgrade on his airplane.
I know he does
ticket.
nothing.
He does nothing. He runs around like a gorilla, and that's it for 2 seconds.
Yeah, why do you guys even need him?
This was all
Honestly.
his idea.
So fire me. Go ahead, do it.
You know,
Fire me.
Go ahead, do it.
This was all his idea.
Fire me. It wasn't all my
Fire me,
idea.
yeah.
Go ahead.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Now it wasn't your idea.
Listen.
Come on now. What is going on here today?
Howard, you said something when you first saw the footage of the block party. Is you said you were fascinated by him doing nothing during the show.
It's unbelievable.
I feel the same way. Like
That's why we can't fire him.
I catch myself staring at him, going, "When's he going to do something?"
I know, it's so awkward.
The only good part is that he does give a lot of material for the show, because it seems like every week there's good Scott stories about the block party.
Right. Oh, it's so
Gotta
funny.
keep him in it.
If you ever watch the specials on Howard TV with the block party, and you just,
Yes, they're
like
amazing.
they should just have a camera on Scott the whole time, because it is fascinating. And then you watch Scott, and he's just kind of up there, and he wants to be fun, and he's not, and he puts a smile on. Like, remember when Richard Nixon, they used to force him to smile?
Right.
And and then he does hands up, or he runs through the crowd, and he wants to be, I don't know what he wants to be, like the host of, he wants to say something witty, he has nothing to say.
Well, my favorite is the banter between these two right at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
'Cause we don't plan anything. I don't set up anything. And these two go out, and Ronnie's like, "What's your problem?" He's like, "What's going on with you?" And the audience is just looking like a tennis. They're like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Do you think there's a wedding, Robin?
No.
Right. I don't either. I think you're lying.
I'll
You
go
oughta
home
come
and
clean.
check my calendar again.
Why don't you come clean?
Maybe I got the wrong
Come
week.
clean and tell the truth. Tell the truth and come clean. You're not going to a wedding, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Lied to our
He doesn't want to go.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that I don't want to go.
It was too much travel for one weekend.
Well,
it's a lot of it is a lot of travel, but hey.
But it's not so much the travel, Ronnie, as it is the fear that he would only make the minimum.
Right.
I guarantee
Why do you do business with
the
him?
money has nothing to do with it.
You booked this because
the money has everything to do with it.
The money has nothing to do with it. Nothing. I swear that I'll swear on
Dude,
my
this
life.
is all your idea.
The
This
money-
whole block party.
The money has nothing to do with it. Nothing. Absolutely.
So
nothing.
you guys-
I don't want to get into it. Okay.
Okay, so you guys booked this thing.
It's a personal issue that I
This
can't get
fucking
into
guy
now.
is part of your business. He picks and chooses. He's
I'm not
going
gonna
to
pick and choose, I
you
told
did.
you.
You're not going to a wedding. You lied to them. You lied to these fucking guys.
That I apologize for. So
I'm not
livid.
Sorry, suckers.
This is so ridiculous.
I have some personal issues that I have to deal with.
Family cousin.
It's a family cousin.
So
You have
His
nothing.
name's Otto
There's nothing
Wa.
you could deal with except on that day.
Okay.
But bullshit. Bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
I'm
Please.
wanted in Arizona.
All right. How'd you find out? No, really.
Wow.
I
So
just.
there you go.
He
He's lying
stole,
to you.
he stole the horse in Arizona.
So he lied to you.
No,
I know. I kind of figured
Everyone
that.
knew you were. You're a bad liar.
I know. I'm terrible.
I knew the second he said wedding that day in the studio.
Right.
He lied to you too, by the way.
Right. I'm
The
terrible.
second he said wedding,
Oh
it
yeah, I have a
almost,
funeral. I mean wedding.
yeah, it almost came out like wake. Like I'm going to a wedding.
Where am I
He,
going?
he lies and
The
like
groom and the bride are dead.
the worst liar.
I'm sweating.
Such a bad liar. I knew walking out of the studio.
No, it's a family matter. I can't talk about it.
Oh dear.
What could possibly be going on?
Nothing.
That-
There's
yeah,
nothing going
absolutely
on.
nothing.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
I'm having a tag sale that weekend.
No, I'll tell you what it is. This guy, he made a deal with these dudes to, make these block parties so he could get extra money. Okay, fine. So Shuli goes out and books them. All of a sudden, they book one in Arizona. It's a huge fucking trip. It's 5.5 hours at least, plus
we're
the
gonna have
airport
some
time.
weekends like
Yeah,
this.
it's going to take up.
Well,
this
no,
is the
we're
business.
going to Chicago first.
Right.
And then from Chicago Saturday
Okay.
morning, we're going to Arizona.
So it's huge amounts of travel. And Scott's like, you know what? If I do it, I get paid less because the travel expenses
that
eat up
wasn't-
some of the money. Of course it is.
No, really.
You're out of your
That-
mind.
That had no.
You formed a business.
Stuttering Scott.
All right. You know what?
Really-
I got other things.
That had nothing to do with it. I'm going to San Francisco. That's a long flight. That's fine. But I'm telling you, I have personal issues I got to deal with.
Well, all right. So
All right?
do we all.
Yeah, all right. So this
you-
particular
so?
one weekend, I can't do it. That's
For
all.
the
Family
That's
commitment.
all. So
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
Can you imagine, Scott
right.
has personal issues? Of course he does. Look at his life.
This one weekend.
Yeah.
It's only can be handled on that day. I have personal issues.
Like, what if this weekend?
You know what the personal issue is? I don't want to go.
Personally, what if it was the weekend that Ronnie had to be with you at AGT, and then
You're
he
fucked.
and then I have to cancel the shows.
Yeah, and then it's you.
everybody who bought tickets, because both shows are sold out in
Right.
Chicago and Arizona,
Wow.
Right.
without Scout.
Right. Who's going, JD?
JD.
Yeah,
Right.
JD's.
Well,
But then it affects everybody's money. It's not just Scott not making money that weekend. Then it's a possibility that all of us lose money that
well,
weekend.
it's also your credibility. You can't go
Absolutely.
around canceling shows.
Right.
Those shows have been canceled. Everything.
Well,
is,
no,
is
they
go-
took care of it. They're keeping your
Right,
business running.
somebody's
Okay.
covering it.
Ronnie had a
God.
commitment.
That's what
with-
Jackie.
And I made
that's
sure.
what
I
Jackie-
made sure
but
it
that's
was.
what
I
Jack-
made sure it was covered. I
that's
made
what-
sure JD. I talked to JD.
Ronnie had a commitment
That's
with
what
you,
Jackie,
and he couldn't do the show.
That's what Jackie
Here
used to
he
do with the
goes.
show.
Okay, I'm not going to win in
Jackie
the room
used to
here,
leave
so
for months, and then he'll come back and he'll go, "Okay, I'm back now. You kept the show running."
I'm not going to be able to win in this room. So
No,
there's no
you're-
further.
you're not a
I
winner,
have
that's for
person-
sure.
I have
can't
a
win when
personal-
you lie.
I have a personal issue, and then I'm going to leave it at that.
I've got a
okay,
personal
and this
issue.
is the only shows
Can
that
only
I can't
be
make.
handled that day.
How about when he went and played bowling in the tournament a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
It was before the
Right.
same week of the Connecticut shows we did, and the possibility that he made it to the finals was and the
that was-
finals were on
come
Friday.
on, really?
So Lieberman asked him. He says,
"You took me seriously on that?"
He says, "What would you do if you make it to the finals?" He goes, "Well, I would have to miss the block party and go to the finals of the bowling." And of course, when you
What
call him
could it
out on
be
it, it's
that
a joke.
Scott- what is
Of
it
course,
that-
it's a joke because there was no chance that I would make the finals.
Scott, if you made it to the finals, you're telling me you would leave the finals of the bowling championship, the Open, and come and do the block party? You know you wouldn't, so just be honest in here for
You
once.
might not even be honest about this personal issue. It's probably like an ongoing thing that goes on with him. But all of a sudden, now that you guys have a trip and it's long and this and that, so now
really
he has
had
to handle it that day.
That had nothing to do with it.
I guarantee it has everything to do with it.
It's not.
I know
look,
you like a book.
No, it didn't have anything to do with it.
I know you.
No.
Being on the road is not an easy thing. We only do this once a month, one weekend a month. I mean, this is normally 3 weeks.
Well, you're telling me with this AGT, I'm on the road all the time. It ain't easy.
And it also isn't easy for people in your life that are in your life, you know.
But you do it. You made a commitment.
Since, the travel is so tough on AGT, why don't you just say I can't make it?
That's what I'm going to do.
Send Ronnie or JD.
Try the personal thing.
I'll just call him and tell him I can't go to Tampa.
And they'll figure it out.
Tell them
A
it's a wedding.
personal family.
A family cousin.
That
family
day.
cousin.
That day. That one.
And it just came up. I have personal issues.
Family bridge.
Yeah. My family cousin needs my help. It's Cesar Chavez Day. I'm celebrating with the whole mishpacha.
It's Flag Day in Canada.
Hey.
No, can't do. It's Sukkot.
I'm meeting with my accountant, Hugh Asshole.
Wow.
I'm
You guys
busy.
really went into business with somebody.
Surely you and Ronnie keep things going, and when I'm ready, I'll come back.
Jump back in.
I'll hook back up later on.
No problem.
Think of me like Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
You speak Spanish, Shirley? No problema.
Here's another Spanish word. Adios, motherfucker.
This is what, as much as it angers me, it's so fascinating. I'm just like,
busy.
I can't believe I'm a part of this.
Yeah. You're part of the insanity.
Unbelievable.
And this was all his idea. That's the best
It wasn't
part.
all my idea.
Yeah, it was.
The block party was not my idea.
Not the block party.
No, the block party was my idea to shut you up from crying about not having fucking money and all the other shit.
You know,
and we
I don't
said,
have
boom,
any
we'll put-
money. What can I do to make extra money? Well, you could join up with a black party. Okay.
And why isn't my name on the block party? Why isn't it Scott Salem's block party?
She is not supposed to emasculate anybody anymore.
She can't help it.
Yeah, all bets are off.
What's that?
You have no cock
What's
anyway.
that, Robin? Robin, what happened to that?
She realized you didn't have a dick, so she can emasculate you. Your balls
What
are
did
gone.
she say?
No harm, no foul.
I remember.
I'm sorry, Scott.
I remember her saying something about that.
Oh, goodness.
What's the matter, Robin? You don't know it's Cesar Chavez Day?
It was quite an emasculating laugh.
Oh man,
She's
I'm
crying.
busy.
That's
I
good.
can't go to Arizona with you. I've got to get the holes in my bowling ball redrilled.
I've got to fill them in, then redraw the holes, and then have them drilled out again.
he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
What can I tell you? You can't go into business with guys and then.
This
That's
was the
one thing.
again. This is the only one.
Yeah, you know it's nothing.
It's
You
gonna
have
come
nothing
again.
to
You know
do.
there's gonna be another weekend
He has
where
nothing to do that
a
day.
family cousin wedding is gonna come up.
I'll guarantee you he has nothing.
The
to
wedding
do.
was moved to
to Neptune.
To Home Depot.
September.
I guarantee you he has nothing going on that day. Guarantee it.
You call that house, he'll be right there. Any time of the day, guaranteed.
Right. He has
Anytime.
nothing. He's not coming clean with you. If he was honest, it'd be one thing.
I agree.
I just
No,
came
you're not
clean.
being. No, you didn't. You have
did.
nothing. There's no personal business.
Scott, if you see a black sedan outside your house that's on Saturday with a camera shooting out of it, just know we sent it. When you walk in and out of the house, the guy will be taking pictures.
The banter.
I'll call the police.
Is this what they do on stage?
Yeah, this is when the shots start coming real early. I mean, I ask myself that question every month. I do.
All right.
But they're loving it.
See what you're missing?
See what you're missing? Hey.
That's
So
why
they
I'm
get on
missing.
stage together and they argue with one another.
The best is before the show even starts, him running around with that phone for sound check, and he's asking like real sound guys. He goes, so what are we running off of tonight? And the guy's like, well, we have a giant mixing board. He goes, what are you running off of? I have Verizon. You know, he pulls out a fucking phone, and the guy looks at him,
It's his equipment.
and these guys they all look at us the same way, like this is a fucking show.
I'm running Verizon.
Does Sprint work here?
These venues are like, we just had a band in here last night.
Can you hear me now?
So what does Scott do? He takes his cell phone out and he hooks it into the giant board?
Yeah, he hooks it into the board he has a little plastic shopping bag with all his extra pieces and cords in case he needs them. My DJ's walking in with like a Dwayne Reed shopping bag.
Yeah. Where's my shopping bag? Anyone seen it?
All right, I'll bring a laptop from now on. I mean, really.
And I try and always sit him on stage so people can't not lose.
And what does he do? He holds his phone the whole time, hooked to a wire.
Yeah. In Connecticut, he wanted a table. I go, no, just leave it on your lap. So it's on his.
How many sounds do you have on there?
I don't know.
Probably 6.
Yeah, this guy's right.
But he doesn't put any energy into
I got at least four more than 6.
He doesn't even put energy into getting like new sounds.
I asked him one day, I go, maybe we can put some because JD was there today. I go, maybe we can put some JD stuff in there.
I did put JD sounds in.
He's
I got music for JD. I did spend 5 minutes working. Stop it already.
You know he's so lazy. Like before a gig, he doesn't put new sound effects in.
No, he played the same music.
What is it? What's his music?
Who remembers? And it's like sometimes we do this little dance contest thing, and it's like the girls look at me like, what is he playing? Like, I can't dance.
It's like not even good music.
I load in, every time we go, I load in the fresh music, like, the top 5 or top 10.
Fresh.
The freshest tracks.
Yeah. the hottest material.
Yeah, that's right.
I just pulled this off a billboard.
Is this it?
Yeah, it's the big dance contest song.
This is his song?
Yeah, it's not far off. It's all like instrumental stuff.
Right.
There's no words to it.
Does he ever have any sound effects like, Baba Booey or?
He has some Ronnie.
Yeah, he's got a lot of my stuff.
Right. And he hits it, like Fred does during the show?
Yeah,
but no,
exactly.
he'll do it like when JD's trying to, introduce somebody or do one of his bits.
So he hooks up the phone for the whole, that takes a long time, and then he gets that all together, and then it's just so during JD he can hit like an effect.
Basically when the comics are up there, when we're up there, he's not on the stage.
Right.
And he's gone. So it's just for the times in between.
So your thing is your phone and with the sound effects.
Yeah, and the music, whatever music we need.
Right.
And the dancing.
And the dancing.
And the banter.
The banter, the witty banter that we do.
Because you guys couldn't get music on your own.
Howard, I can bring an iPod. I can bring a CD. He brings me up to Hava Nagila. I'm like, could you put on something with a guitar, maybe?
Yeah, because you're a Jew.
Get it?
Yeah. Because you're from Israel.
Yeah.
Get it?
Every single person that leaves that show goes, it's a great show. They go, what does he do? What does he do?
So it's fun just to watch him. He's like Uncle Fester.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look, I bitch about him, but at the end of the day, I think I have fun with these guys on the road, and it is fascinating to me to watch a guy not
Scott,
do a lot.
Why did you come up with 10 lines that you could say into the microphone so you're not so you'd have some funny?
I don't
shtick?
really. I come out and I dance my stupid dance.
Right.
And high five people.
Less is more.
Mike
and then I introduce him, and he's the host. So he's the one.
Yeah, but when you grab the mic, I'm sure they would not object to you getting up there and going, the other day I was walking around the mall.
I tried to be a comedian, and that didn't work out too well, right?
You're telling this to the same guy who told Evan to slow down when there was a technical problem.
Right.
Easy. Hey, easy. You're going to hurt yourself.
Easy, buddy. Easy, Ronnie.
So fast,
don't work so fast.
The idea, I'm not a comedian. The show has...
You're not a comedian?
Don't hurt yourself, Evan.
No, the show has a lot of comedians.
This isn't 9/11.
The show has a lot of comedians, and I wish Julie was one of them. But so those
you don't want to get in the way of it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to.
No, you're not in the way at all.
I don't want to ruin the show. No. So I let those guys do the comedy, and I'm just there to.
I'm Scott, the engineer. I'd like to say hello to everyone. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Okay, that's it.
Not me. I have a wedding to go to.
Julie, look behind you.
It is this guy running through the crowd, high-fiving.
All right, I'm done.
He almost walked into a pole.
Some guy high-fived him at one show, knocked his hat right off his head, hit him right in the head.
Hey, that's my wardrobe.
And then I just gave Doug some footage from Portland and Seattle when we went out when Ronnie fell asleep in the van 4 times, and I woke him up with I downloaded an air horn app on my phone.
Oh my God, Ronnie can sleep, man. He sits in the plane with me.
He's out as soon as the
second he
plane
sits
moves?
down, he's a.
I don't snore, though.
No, he doesn't.
But every time I pranked him, he woke up, cursed us out, and went right back to sleep, like within a second.
Yeah, you picture that. Picture you're fast asleep in a car. We're driving 3.5 hours.
That's ridiculous.
So I close my eyes.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
And we're driving. All of a sudden, they start screaming, and this air horn goes off, and they jam on the brakes in the middle of the highway.
Fucking cocksuckers.
That's not cool, though. The guy's sleeping.
You ever see the prank?
You can drop dead from a heart attack.
That's not funny. Wait a second.
Wait till you see
Thank you. Good. That reminds me, I got a great, this is a true story. We get off the plane today, me and Artie, and we're walking through the airport, and a guy comes up to us, and he goes, "Hey, guy, how you doing?" He recognized us. He goes, "Can I get a picture?" And we go, "Fine. Take a picture." The guy turns to me, hands me the camera, and goes, "Do you mind?" Oh, fuck him. What do I look like, a photographer? Fuck him. Fuck him.
What do I look like?
A little too much alcohol in that show. That's why I'm not a comedian.
Do you hear the audience? You're losing them. Like, you got to get to a joke.
That place was rough.
No, but
Gotta be the camera.
Shirley, explain to me. You got to get to the joke like right away.
You can't pause, dude. It's called combat comedy.
That's why I'm not a comedian.
You cannot pause for a second.
I tried it once and I was like, done. Okay, I'm not a comedian. It was rough. Shit. I get no fucking respect.
All
you know, we have a band on the show called The Losers. And the reason it's called The Losers is because it was named after me. I'm the head loser. Now, the total disrespect is I got kicked out of the fucking band. Come on. I'm the head loser and I get kicked out? What kind of bullshit is that?
The best part is when he goes, I get no respect. That's a good line.
It is. Too bad it wasn't his.
Somebody used that before?
I love the heavy breathing.
Yeah. It's like spitting into
I was
the
a little overweight at that point.
Come on. It was come on.
Does anybody have a defibrillator?
Boo.
Go Cavaliers! Yeah, Cleveland, let's go! You know, let's hear some of your shit.
I never claimed to be a mechanic. I never claimed to be a comic, man.
I'm trying to listen to Scott.
That's the petcock. The sad sack of the show, the fucking loser, but I just want to say something, you know? My wife doesn't have an emotional friend. That's for sure.
She should get one.
I don't have monkey teeth and sewer breath. Both. How you doing? Hi, both. Unlike the man that brought me here tonight, Bob Levy, I live upstairs in my house, and the only thing I put.
Boy, you're lighting this audience up.
Oh boy!
Holy mackerel!
Hey, Howard, I think I changed my mind. I think Scott absolutely needs to do a set at every block party from now on.
Of course, but you know what? That's better than what he does. He just gets up there and plays sound effects.
I picture
I definitely think he would be worth at least $80.
Right.
I picture if we let Scott do a set, I picture like going to the bathroom and coming back and like the Blues Brothers, which is people just throwing stuff.
But you know what? Like one or two of those lines might have been good enough to keep in, and then you develop something. I mean, you go in there anyway, write a few lines. Tell a few stories.
Goof on us, whatever.
Why would I want to goof on you guys?
Well, I'm just saying.
I love you guys.
The best part of the whole thing is when he comes out dancing.
Yeah.
Shuli sits there in a chair in the corner, and he's crying, laughing so hard.
It's fucking brutal.
That's my comedy.
Every time, I'm just like, there's a grown man running through this audience.
Right. Like
dancing to "Let's Get This Party Started." There's no party that starts when he shows up.
No dignity.
Nothing.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. It's
thank you for this bashing.
Well, thank you for coming clean and stop your lying about this stupid fucking wedding we all know you don't have to go to.
All right.
I mean, that's the revelation that you're a liar.
I'm going to a family cousin.
On my father's side.
What's the name?
Smith.
Smith?
Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. His daughter Imogen is getting married, as a matter of fact. Yes, we're related to the Lloyd Webbers.
It's so funny because Ryan and I went right to each other after that show, and we're like, "There's no fucking way." We said right to each other. We're like,
well, now you know the truth. Lest anyone thinks Scott's ever telling the truth. Ronnie told me there was no. Everyone knew there was no wedding.
Yeah, he didn't exactly sell it too well. So.
Howard TV has a picture of Ronnie when he wakes up after you guys blow the air horn on his head.
No, this is when we slammed on the brakes.
Let me see. Oh, wow.
And screamed. Now, just from that still shot, the best part, Howard.
What a party.
Howard, the best part?
God, yeah.
Scott's sitting next to Ronnie. He's awake, right? And I'm telling John Toll, the driver, in the mirror, I'm going to him, on the count of 3, slam on the brakes, and we all scream. Now, Scott's watching me,
right.
And yet when we do this, his scream is real.
Right.
Because
wasn't?
He still could. He's still in the... So if Ronnie wakes up... Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
It's the funniest thing. Wait till you see this.
You can never duplicate that picture.
No. You were scared.
I was, man. I was out cold.
Oh, dude.
I thought we were going off the road or something, the way they were screaming.
It was a wide open highway. There wasn't a car near us.
All right, guys. It's enough.
You guys have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I heard Jason,
it's a blast.
Jason was complaining that he's not part of the block party. Jason claims he asks Shirley every week if he can be part of it, and they tell him no.
Who's that? I never even knew he asked.
No, Jason really doesn't approach.
No. He's all upset about it. But who wants to see Jason at a block party?
Well, it's a tough enough sell.
Scott?
Yeah, it's a tough enough sell.
No, I mean, I'd rather see Scott than Jason. I mean, Scott at least is funny. You want to go to the block party?
Yeah,
First of all, can I just say something? You got to lose some weight.
I know.
Seriously, you know what? You're really good. I mean, you're a good employee. You're a good worker, and you're going to be going places in this organization. But you look like a fucking mess.
You're
50 pounds away from running a major corporation.
Oh well, then in that case,
you're too big. You got to lose weight. Stop it already.
Okay.
With the fucking fast food.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing? Killing yourself?
Jason, I got to tell you something, Jason.
Yeah.
We were at dinner one night at the hotel in Austin. Howard was talking you up like unbelievable.
But you don't have to tell him that. That was private.
I shouldn't tell him that.
Well,
I'm
you don't
sorry.
want him to know
I don't like any of my guys.
Well of him.
I don't like any of my guys to know what I think of them.
Oh, okay.
Good or bad. No, yeah. Well, that is true. Yeah, you can say that. I mean,
thank you, and you're right.
You're 50 pounds away from a heart attack.
I'm not taking my health seriously.
Yeah, well, do it. Just cut the bullshit.
Got to get off that weed.
Yeah, that's another thing. Weed once a week.
Yeah, Jay.
Stop the
Only on the weekend.
One thing at a time. Let me lose weight.
Well, surely you can smoke as much weed as you want. You're not fat.
Thank you, Howard.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will stick with that plan.
Yeah, but Jason's smoking weed. He's sitting there playing fucking video games. Too old for that shit. Get out and walk around.
You're right. I love to argue with you.
Well, this is only what the guys outside are telling me. You know, Jason does the fat guy show, where he gets on and he sort of brags about being fat. And I've heard that several of his friends have approached him and said, you know what? It's not that funny. You're gonna, if you don't get thin, you're gonna die.
I got plans for Jason. Seriously, and he's gonna fucking kill himself.
He won't be able to. He won't live to see them.
Right. Pull your shit together. You're too bright for this. You got a high IQ. I can understand if Sal turned fat. He didn't know better.
Sal slimmed down.
That's right.
I don't take my health seriously. You're absolutely correct.
Now you want to go do the block party?
No, I mean, yes and no. I know Shuli talks to me a lot, especially when he has an argument with Scott about this. So I'm always saying, dude, get rid of Scott, put me on, no problems. I'm down for it. I know
people don't want to see you.
I get that. I didn't know people want to see Scott. Maybe I'm misjudging
but people
the audience.
want to see Scott because it's ridiculous.
I just know how much Scott gets paid, and I would do that.
I appreciate the confidence.
Can I say it?
No, that's between all
how
of
do
us.
you know what he gets paid?
Because Shuli confides in me. I hear all these.
Shuli, what the fuck is up with that?
No. Shuli's my friend.
That should be between all of us, and you shouldn't go around. You shouldn't go around telling everybody what we get paid.
I'm sorry. Maybe I lied.
We never know what we get paid.
Yeah, right. Maybe you don't tell people you have a wedding.
Now you see this fucking attitude? He gets in my fucking face. You get in my fucking face, motherfucker.
No,
First of all,
why does he have to know what the fuck
why
is
don't you
going
be
on?
honest? Tell
Holy
everybody why
shit.
you can't do Chicago and Tempe. Be honest. Be honest.
I told you I have personal issues. That's being honest.
Okay, so your personal issues could eventually end up costing all of us fucking money. Do you understand
that? They're not
that?
going to cost us anything.
It almost did in Connecticut.
Fuck yourself.
It almost did. No, go fuck yourself,
So
dude.
if you don't like
You're
it,
not hurting
fire
me at all.
If you don't like it, fire me.
I don't have to fire you. You're already quitting. You're
I'm not
already
quitting.
lying.
I didn't quit.
You lied to all of our faces.
You got to tell everyone what our business is.
Welcome to the block party.
Hey, listen, I tell people our business when I'm getting fucking shaken down for more money, motherfucker.
And he's got to go hire people and tell them how much money there is in it.
The fucking weekend, Ronnie couldn't do Connecticut. This cocksucker tells me, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. I said, Scott, let me know. I'm going to have to cancel this if you can't because we already don't have Ronnie. And then the next day, well, if there was just more money.
Right.
That's a fucking shakedown, Howard.
Right. It is.
He knew he had me
That
over
is,
the
Scott.
fucking coals. He knew we needed to do that weekend.
Scott.
And and am I lying about that?
I didn't shake you down.
Oh, did you say that, Scott?
That wasn't in general. It wasn't for that weekend.
Whether you
In
meant
general-
it to be a shakedown or not, isn't that how you approach
No,
it?
that's how you took it. That wasn't my approach.
That is an approach.
Here's
That
how-
is a kind
Howard,
of a
here's how-
shakedown.
here's
Scott,
how it works.
Scott,
No, there's no shakedown.
It's a shakedown.
We
a
all
little
get the
bit.
same money.
You're
And
out of line. You're out of line.
And that's the other thing. We all get the same money.
Scott.
I think.
You're out
Anyway.
of line a little bit.
I get a lot more.
Yeah, I'm sure. So.
And you know what? If I made more, I deserve to, because I'm the fucking headliner of this tour,
And
not
you're
you.
doing all of the work.
I do fucking an hour on stage,
Okay.
Scott.
All
You
right.
do fucking total. You do what? 10 minutes? Maybe?
And 9 of them are him sitting there.
Eating.
And 8 of them are through his phone.
Eat and greets. That's what I do.
Right.
Eat and greets.
No, look. It's true. Surely
We're all
normally.
part of the show. We all do our part to promote the show, to be on the show. I don't want to hear you
and to lie about not being able to do the
You do
show.
a fucking hour.
Don't
I don't
leave,
want to hear you
Jason.
do more or
You
less.
might get hired.
I mean, really. I mean, you
Scott, you know what?
you're
Next show,
bitching that
you go up and do 60 fucking
But that's
minutes
not my
and
job.
tell me how easy
That's
it
your
is.
fucking job.
That's right. That's
And I
right. And
have a
don't
job.
fucking forget it.
And he
Your
has-
job is to sit there with a phone on your fucking lap, play 6 fucking sound bites.
That's right. We
And
all have
songs.
a job.
And take a
So-
shitload of money for it.
A shitload. Okay. So we all
Go find that money anywhere else from anyone. Go find it.
We all have a specific job to do on the show. That's what makes the show. If you
You think
bitch
you don't know
about
how
doing
good
an
he
hour,
fucking has it.
don't
He
do a
doesn't
fucking
get it.
hour.
Well,
do
this
10
reminds me
minutes.
of Jackie.
He tells me, he goes, don't do an hour.
Do
Don't
10
do it.
minutes,
I'm
then.
doing it for the people who spent money to come see us, you fucking
Well,
idiot.
what do you think I'm doing it
Don't
for?
do an hour. Why don't you want him to do an hour?
What an
No, he's
idiot.
bitching about doing an hour.
He knows he
Easy,
has to.
Julie,
People are there
easy.
for the night.
They gotta get some.
He can't sit there and play iPod.
Easy, Julie.
Easy. Calm
Shirley.
down.
Shirley, it's like Evan. I tell him, don't work so hard.
Don't give him the punchlines.
No,
Just give him
when
the
I
setups.
talked about money, it was money for all of us, not just for me.
Oh, so now you're worried about how much I'm making at the end of the
we
weekend?
all want to make more money, obviously. You don't want to make. You don't want to make more money.
Scott, again, you're sitting here talking to us like we're fucking idiots. You want to make more money? That's fine. I told you that weekend. This is the weekend. That Connecticut weekend, we had no overhead. We had
It's
no
your
flights.
business.
We had no rental cars. This was the weekend to make more money. That's why I told you. The weekend that you were ready to back out of was the weekend that we were going to make good money. And since then, we've been making very good money at these shows. And we will continue to. That's up to you, though. If you want to fuck yourself out of it, that's your call. I'm not going to fire you. I'm not. I had a chance to early on. Ask Ronnie.
So when you told Jason how much money Scott was making, he
Yeah,
wanted
I was
in.
pissed. I was
Yeah.
pissed. I came to Jason after that shakedown.
Right.
And I said, and I thought maybe it was me. So I go to Jason and I said, let me talk to you about something. You tell me what you think, right?
Right.
And it's not like Jason ran out and blurted it on the air till just now.
I'm going to guess he gets about $2,000. I'm guessing.
Not even
no
close.
one's ever told me.
Not even close.
Not even close.
So
1,000
for Connecticut,
maybe.
Not even close.
So
well, all right, close.
Close. $1,000
For Connecticut, we did
sitting
okay.
there for 6 minutes.
For Connecticut, we did okay. It's not 1,000, but Connecticut, we did okay.
you'd be doing okay this weekend if you didn't have your fake fucking wedding to go to. But you know. I went to Jason because I thought maybe it's me. Maybe I interpreted it wrong. Maybe I feel like it's a shakedown and it's not.
Right.
And I talked to Jason about it, and Jason's like, that's fucking bullshit. That's a shakedown. He agreed with me.
Right.
And it pissed me off because at the end of the day, we're all in the same fucking team. We're all in the same boat. We can all make money and do these shows and be successful at it.
Right.
But when you fuck yourself, it's fucking all of us.
Jim, you're on the air in Raleigh.
Yeah, you know, Howard, I know Ronnie is old and shit, man, but when he's flying with you, he's security. He shouldn't be sleeping.
Wow.
Well, what's going to happen on the plane, idiot?
Well, you never know, but that's your job, is to be with Howard and be secure.
I am with Howard. Stop it. Will you please? You're a moron.
What's going to happen on the plane?
Yeah, who's going to attack him? The pilot?
Well, you never know. You might have to deal with somebody like Debbie the pet lady or something.
No, we're on a private jet.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, when you're with Howard...
There's 12 people on the plane, the most.
Security.
And you know everybody.
It's all my friends.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was... Okay, it's a private plane.
Well, then shut up until you know what you're talking about.
Man of the people.
Holy
Just
mackerel.
pay attention to what you're doing.
I do pay attention to what I'm doing.
Jim, he did a really good job. He did.
Okay. Well, I guess it's the first for everything.
All right.
Yeah. Go back to sleep.
Come here, you go back to sleep. I'm awake and listening to the show at all times, just like you should be awake at all times.
I am awake at all times, believe me.
Lisa G left. I guess she had to go to the bathroom.
She had enough.
She had enough of this.
She usually hangs out.
Right,
She's gone.
Let me recap. What's going on.
Let's not
here.
recap.
Let me end this by saying, Scott the engineer, when you decide to go into a business with people, and the franchise is block party, we're going to make dates, we're going to make commitments, you got to be upfront with your partners. And it's a deal is a deal is a deal. Some jobs you'll make more money, some you'll make a little less, depending on the amount of travel.
There's always a minimum.
Right, but you got to be in it to win it. I mean, this is your business, and you got to protect it.
No, I understand that.
All right, to go on stage for 6 minutes and not have a lot of pressure and to get paid, close to $1,000, that's a pretty good deal. I ain't saying, you're a millionaire from it, but you're certainly doing okay. That's good extra bread coming in. And you do 4 of those a month or 3 of those a month or 1 a month even. All of a sudden, you got extra dough in the pocket. At the end of the year, you're looking at 20, 30 grand. You know what I mean? You could end up making some real money. But you're in business with these guys. You can't lie to them, number one. You can't tell them you have a wedding when you don't. You can't. These are your bros. These are your partners. Come clean with them.
The ball busting happens when we know we're being fucked with. When we know
as well as I do, you could be going to Arizona. But you chose not to. You don't have anything to do. I know you don't. I know you have issues and things, but you could work around them. If it was something important, if it was bowling, you'd make a way to do it. I know you. And you got to come clean with these guys.
And if you're coming back with nothing, I could understand. But you're coming back with something. You got to come back with something.
I know that.
I
understand that.
It's not a vacation.
Right. It's work.
Right.
And this is the franchise. I don't know how else to say it.
Well, you've said it to him several times. It
Right.
doesn't seem to sink in.
And truly, I feel for you. Because you're in charge, it seems, of booking everything and coordinating.
We have
everything.
somebody that takes care of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have. There's a booker. There's a promoter.
Yeah,
he books all the gigs. He does all the travel arrangements.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
So, what do you think Scott was up to when he wanted more legroom on the plane, Ronnie? What do you think he was trying to say? That he wanted them to pay for it, therefore it comes out of your take?
I need more legroom.
Yeah.
That's
Why were you upset about it?
Well, because I said all I worry about is on these trips is I'm not worried about leg room. I'm worried about doing the shows, getting back on the plane, and getting home in time to go to work on Monday.
Part of it too.
But I'm not worried about
if I need leg room.
Dude, come on now. The leg room in the planes are not that
chair
bad.
To lift you up, so
you always get an aisle seat.
I don't always get an aisle seat.
You never sat in the middle yet.
I had to switch with him. Not in the middle, but I had to switch with him because I didn't have an aisle seat one of the flights.
Where'd you sit? By a window?
It was a window seat.
Okay, big deal. What's the big deal? You can't stretch your feet out?
I can't.
What plane were you on? What we were on JetBlue?
No, it wasn't JetBlue.
What?
It was Delta.
Okay, the seats were fine. I was there.
For you, they were fine.
Oh, come on, dude.
Does it cost you money if he gets a bigger seat?
No, not an aisle seat doesn't cost
No,
anything.
not an aisle seat, but he asked, this time he called Sequoia.
I said,
I need a seat with extra leg room.
I said, I need an aisle seat.
Because it's a 6-hour flight.
Right.
So on those flights, if it's JetBlue, I know because I've done it. On a long distance flight, it could be $60 to $80 extra for an extra legroom seat.
So you told him to pay for it himself?
Well, no, I didn't even know about it until yesterday, and I said, "Well, fine."
I don't have any problem paying for it. Here, I said, I would like an aisle. I would like an aisle. I didn't make any demands.
You were complaining to me that he was making you pay for it.
I'm not making anybody
that's how I thought. I thought he wanted it to come out of the money. Yeah, well,
no, that's not true.
Wait, dude, I didn't hear you say that you were going to pay for it.
Whatever the cost is, I'll take care of it. I told Sequoia
Now he's saying that.
Yeah, he didn't say it yesterday.
Right,
Julie?
I asked for a aisle seat.
That's
not
Scott's
what I was told.
When you call him on stuff,
Listen, I got my information.
No, this is not a bit. I called him up. I'm not kidding around. I called them up, and they said,
all right,
I need extra leg room.
He looks like Debbie now. He's attacking the...
I know. Calm down, Scott.
Where's my bird?
I'm getting a different thing in here. So John Lieberman's standing right here.
It's not different.
John said,
We broke the story, and it happened when I was interviewing Sequoia.
Story.
He said that you demanded extra legroom.
That's what I heard.
No.
And you did not offer to pay extra. That it was assumed it would just come out of the travel budget. The take
No,
for everything.
whatever.
That's what I.
See, that's what I heard.
Whoa! Stop the clock.
Of course.
I said,
take it out of the kitty.
I need
petty cash.
I didn't demand. I said I would like.
Okay.
An aisle seat.
Well, I guess it's another misunderstanding.
Or an exit row.
All right, look.
Because I need
the exit row. You guys.
More leg room. Yeah, so I get the fuck out of there.
You guys have a good thing going. I suggest you sit down as businessmen. Scott, you tell them what it is you need. Shuli, you tell them what you need. Ronnie, you same thing.
I'm fine.
I'll work it out.
I need an agent. Is what I need.
All right. No, you need your head examined for getting involved in this.
That's so true.
All right, look, guys, it's a fascinating glimpse into big business. You know,
and the other thing, Scott, we're getting offers for a lot of other things, not just comedy shows. Like we got this thing in Jamaica,
which I said fine to.
But people want to know that you're reliable. People want to know that you're.
This is the only one that I'm not doing.
I might need triple leg room.
No way will you be going to Jamaica.
Why do you say that?
What?
How do you know that, Ron?
I just have a feeling.
I said I was going to Jamaica.
What, Suffolk Boulevard or Hillside Avenue?
And then surely you'll book it, and then he'll say he can't go.
Well, Ronnie, as soon as this trip came up, Ronnie said right off the bat, because Scott says, I'm in, and Ronnie said right off the bat to me, there's no way he's going to make it to Jamaica.
Why do you think he won't make it?
Why?
Because it's
personal reasons. I'm not going to go into it.
All right. You don't think he'll be allowed to go?
Another imaginary wedding.
Yeah, really.
He's got another family
Are you
cousin.
sure that you can go to Jamaica? Did you check with whoever it is you have to check with?
If that's the weekend, I don't even know the date yet. He just said it's next.
So why did you say okay?
It's next March.
Okay, so we don't have a
next March. You're booked.
I have a fake bar mitzvah.
Wait, there's a fake funeral.
No, I have a family cousin.
I'm busy.
No, it's kind of like when like the celebrity cruises. Well, this guy is promoting this thing at a resort,
right?
And he's going to sell tickets to it. People come for the weekend, and we're going to have things for them to do, and then there's going to be a block party show.
Right.
But
it's a whole cruise.
I'm afraid he's not going to make it.
I'm going to make it.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you say you're going to make it, then you better stick to it. You can't have a family thing come up. Jason, what would you do if they get rid of Scott and they put you in? Do you have some kind of act?
What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, what are you bringing to
Hamburgers.
the table?
I've given it zero thought so far, but if I did get hired, I would certainly give it.
Jason, can you work a phone?
Hey, you're stealing my act.
Stealing a page from my playbook, buddy?
Brian, you're on the air.
I'm the innovator here.
Go ahead.
It's not right. I coined that nothing phrase.
Go ahead, Brian.
He put zero into it, so he put more into it than Scott already.
Right. Less than zero.
I think Jason could be funny.
You would pay to see Jason.
Absolutely.
Jason, when I interview him for the news, I mean, he is one thing about Jason. He is fearless. He will say what's on his mind,
That's
and
right.
he's very intelligent, and he is very funny.
Right.
And like I came in here to mix shit up. Then you watch a pro like Jason come in here, and he took it to a fucking 15 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Right.
He's good. He's good.
Well, give him a shot.
I have no
He's
problem.
great on the wrap-up show.
Oh, you like him?
Absolutely.
Be my guest. Have fun.
Now he's giving me a guilt
I'm worthless.
trip.
I do nothing. I'm worthless. I do nothing.
He was just in my
he's a
face 2
15.
seconds
If
ago.
he's a 15, then there's your boy.
Listen to you now. When I came back after you guys came back after the Hartford trip, you go, well, it looks like you're out. JD's taking over now.
Again.
Yeah,
that was busting your balls.
Yeah, busting my balls. Well, yeah, hey, we're busting your balls.
There you go.
But the truth is coming out. That's the problem.
No, he's a 15.
We started as busting balls, but now all the truth is coming out. That's the
Jason,
problem.
what do you want to say?
I just want to say, this exit row thing, Ronnie and Shuli are absolutely right, because it's a fat guy tip. You ask for the exit row, and they charge you $70 or $80 extra for it.
I know they charge you
So
for
when
the
you
exit
say
row.
extra leg room, that doesn't mean aisle seat. I've done this a million times because I like the extra leg room and I pay for it. So You say, I want extra leg room, and they offer you the exit row for an $80 upgrade. So if he calls a promoter and says that's what he wants, there's only
an aisle seat, which gives me more leg room because I could put my legs out in the aisle when there's no one there. I can
ask
stretch
for
out
more
a
leg
little.
room, and that's code for the exit row. Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm not living in your cold world, so I wouldn't know that.
But then you just ask for an aisle seat. You just say, I need an aisle seat. That's not more room. Or you can switch with Ronnie and Shuli, and then there's no issue if they're in the aisle or not.
All right, boys. Okay.
Julie, I want a window seat. I like to sleep by the window.
All right.
I want a
Truly
seat that
get on
ejects.
it. Truly, you want an ejecting seat?
I want an ejecting seat.
All right, boys, look, I admire your get up and go.
I'm
so
gone.
now, why don't you go?
Mine got up and went.
So why don't you get up and go?
I never had to go.
All right. We have to take a break anyway. I was going to play you a bunch of tape, but the boys had to come in here with their argument.
I brought my magic.
And there you go. We'll be back.
Great show, Howard. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Brian. We'll be back right after what? These words, of course.
That was a masterful deflection and then bomb drop.
I'd love to tell you it was planned and I did all that on purpose. I would love to tell you that. But I didn't. It was a little bit of a deflection, but I was more just saying, like, hey, man, I know what he's, I have an idea of what he's fucking with and what he's going to leave on the table, and I would gladly take it. And that was it. Then you could check the tape, but I think I literally, ducked and rolled out of the way because Scott, I just thought he'd run right through.
You literally went out of the lighting. Like, you went into the dark corner of...
And that's what the scoring system that I gave Jason that Scott got upset about. That's what I was scoring him on. The fact that I went in there to bust balls, and I thought I was going to take it up a level or two, but, I mean, he came in and just showed why everybody here hates him at one point or another, because he just fucking went for it, and it took us to a whole nother level. But you know what? Listen, I wasn't lying in there when I said I went to him because I thought something was going on that I didn't want to overreact about. And Jason, if I didn't think he was an intelligent guy and someone I could trust and talk to, I wouldn't have approached him with it. And I know he didn't do it intentionally in there.
No, Shirley told me this like a month or two ago as friends.
He's been sitting on this for a while.
This was a friend talk. I didn't page 69 it. No. I didn't run anybody, but trust me, if I was going to be a real dick, I would have just said the number on the air. But I was just trying to make a point, and sorry.
No, that's fine. I got no problem with it.
Point well taken.
But I'll tell you,
I think it's good every now and then to get all this stuff out in the open.
Yeah, I know why they call it a shakedown now, because when Shuli came to talk to me about it, he was literally shaking. Like, I was really mad. Like, I just walked out of Scott's office. I need to talk to you. And he was. It's the definition of a shakedown. Again, just to really clear this up, he committed to dates. Then he said he couldn't do the dates that he committed to unless there was more money on the table. Now, if that's not shaking down, I don't know what shaking down is.
But it was more money for all of us.
So he shook the group down as a whole, basically.
Well, that leads me to my next question, Shuli. Throughout the beginning of that segment, you kept saying, you're fascinated with Scott, despite all of the crap and all the nonsense he put you through.
Yes.
You're fascinated with it because there's a bit of a payoff in that. Scott's nothingness, Scott's boring personality, Scott's, extremely shady moves and intentions are worth in the long run. But I saw a shift in there with you when you guys started to go at it. Are you done with Scott? Is it just become?
No, I'm not done with Scott. Scott is more than welcome to continue to be a part of the Block Party tour. I like looking over and seeing him on stage doing stuff. But the reality of it is he can't have it both ways. It can't always be a bit, and he can't lie to us. And it's just like, dude, just be on the same page, do what you got to do, and let's be successful at this, or as successful as we can be, and keep going, and just fucking be a team player.
I don't think Scott realizes what a miracle this is. Shuli's obviously very talented, but Shuli, Ronnie, and Scott go on the road to make money. Like, no one should even. I would hold my breath and wait for me. Hope I don't wake up from that.
I'm telling you, this was, and you can even ask Ronnie. This was a bit like this. This tour had no legs whatsoever. And it caught on. It caught on, and people are fascinated by it, and they want to come see it. And I'm the most surprised out of anybody. So it's working. Why fuck anything up?
Right.
Let's just do it.
Richard Jenny couldn't get the work Scott did.
It's true.
Do you really? At the end of the day, do you really need Scott's, quote unquote talents to keep this going? I mean, can you draw?
No.
Well, that's why now we know what Scott's boss thinks.
Well, I mean, listen, no one can do what Scott did today.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Right.
So for that aspect alone, yeah, listen, I like the interaction between Ronnie, Scott, and myself. I like the ball busting. I like fucking going at it. Like, it's what I love about this show. It's what I fell in love with this show about in the first place, is the office stuff, the interacting, Jason throwing people under the bus. That's what this show's all about. And hopefully we can continue to do it. But if not, I got a lot of people waiting in the wings. And like I said in studio, I will not fire Scott. Scott will eventually quit.
As someone with a team player attitude, do you have any resentment for Scott in that he's becoming kind of a prima donna with the money, with the leg room, with his availability?
Well, Scott's always been like that with money, but I'm used to it, so it doesn't bother me. I listen, and then that's it. I let Shuley get upset, not me. I just laugh.
If you were Shuley, would you continue to allow Scott to participate in the block party? Is the risk worth the reward?
Scott is part of the block party. He always has been. It was basically his idea to go on. Let's do something to make extra money. Blah blah blah. Okay. So that's the story, my friend. That's the story.
And you're sticking
There's
to
no
it.
more story. The story's over. You want to find out any more information? The man is sitting over there. Ask him.
Scott.
Yeah.
Mr. Engineer, sir. Needless
I got
to
all
say.
this work to do over there.
Needless to say, I don't believe you anymore. Your credibility shot. Needless to say, lying gets you nowhere around here.
I guess.
So why did you do it to begin with? I mean, in a show based on brutal honesty, why did you think you could slip one past?
I guess I'm an idiot, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, you're getting close.
I'm just wondering why you would attempt to do that, slip one past guys that are...
Because I had personal issues, and I thought maybe, just trying to get around the personal issues, having something that looked legitimate to do would kind of, be easier to tell them.
Why not think of some of the details behind the lie, like a cousin's name, a location?
I just,
a story of how they met.
I didn't want to get into it.
Whether or not she was really a virgin on her wedding night, stuff like that.
All right. Next time, I'll come to you for suggestions, and maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, we'll get some alibis. We'll get the whole deal. No, in all seriousness, do you think you're skating on some thin ice here with the block party, or do you even want to be on the ice?
Hey, we're fine. No ice. No ice here.
No leg room either.
Apparently not. I'm not allowed to have leg room. I didn't know that was going to be such a fucking big issue.
Now, did you ask for the extra leg room? Did you say it would be great if I could, but if not, I'll still do it?
I would like. Well, I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I just said I would like extra leg room.
Did you imply that without the extra leg room, you wouldn't be willing to go on the trip?
No, not at all. It wasn't on demand. It was a request. If possible, could you get me some extra leg room, either an aisle seat or an exit row? I don't think that was, such a terrible thing.
And obviously, you're all legs here. Look at you.
I got a lot of leg.
Look at those stems.
Yeah. And I'd watch out for your balls, because that leg might somehow move.
And that's my cue to exit.